Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Mark for Destiny with Tabletalkers. It has been an amount of time since our last session of this. Life happens, and happens, and happens. But we're back. And last time, thankfully, pretty easy session to sum up. Of party after having some fun times with the undead, deciding we'll come back to this place later. Left off with a few notes from I believe sketchy's a good turn for your air quotes dragonborn friend. Friend is also a loose term there, but good terms at least with Camaxdal, it seems. Not telling Salt, not telling one of the people of his land that he was going, except for just leaving a ominous note. Heading far down south. I forgot to update the map and send that to Arik.
We'll never know where anything is. It's fine.
It has been a long moment. I think it's fair for that to happen.
As I just started to describe directions, it clicked in my brain of, I never did that. Alright.
Okay, we're on the road again.
No one needs to know where anything is, except for when you're actually going there. Definitely not important details. But, traveling down south, by the power invested in Goodberry, not having to worry about food too much. Abaddon, your horse, rather satisfied. It's a lot cheaper to give a horse a Goodberry than constantly maintain its food supply. But
how big do you think our pockets are?
How big what?
How big do you think our pockets are? Because we're going to keep them well fed.
Well, if Val headed back up north to his family, his pockets could be rather large. Cam? Well, back home, those were some deep pockets. Salt? People might have thrown money at him, but not because they like him. Probably just because it's a heavy chunk of metal.
You could have just said no.
No, you had money. Just how you had it sometimes. We're off topic though. But you guys eventually got to an abandoned fort, deciding to poke around in there, see if there's see how the condition of it was, if it could be used as a potential operational base, if there was any, potential just goodies to loot in there. After a quick investigation, it was found that there were kobolds that were drunken off of a fruit mash that they had been making. After further examination, the place had been long abandoned aside from the little schmucks running around, and with Salt able to just talk with them from one scaly folk to another. We're cool, right? Making their way all through, before finding a green dragonborn alchemist, having a, quite frankly, just a pretty awful time. As he stewed away. For the one he serves, known as BB, revealed as Big Bastard, a green dragon far off to the east in more swampland that is looking out for either expanding territory and just, he's not the most happy with his boss, and after a little bit of venting, a little bit of ranting, gave you guys some poisons and a scroll of essentially a lesser cloud kill. And after having talked, you guys agreed that, if in the future, if you guys happen to come across some money and a good place of employment, well, you might have a new alchemist on your hands. But it was found that the dragon has a lot of influence of the area, but does not go further south into Florida across that border. But could probably, if convinced or pissed off enough, help invade there. That was one option talked about. But last I recall, the party was instead going to check on what's actually going on with the slave revolt in Florida to get a grasp of that situation first and foremost, before going in and possibly pissing off a dragon. Do we have any questions before we pick back up on the road?
How goes my shield training? However many days it's been. As Falkov beats me senselessly.
Alright, it's time to rest for the night. Thunk, just Cam sliding across the ground from a 6.5-foot tall man, just slamming them in the fucking chest. Okay.
Essentially.
Use your knees.
They float back over into screen. Their knees are now bent.
Bend the other way.
Oh god. No, that would be Shani.
But it's one of those things. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, but actually, what? We'll do this every so often. Give me an athletics check.
10.
You know,
Good for me,
it's
honestly.
it's one of those things of it's hard to tell if it's going good or bad. Like, it's one of those things to where, all right, you work on this for a little while. Man, this feels like he's just beating my ass for like half an hour a night before bed. Thankfully, good berries get rid of bruises.
I know it's because we eat them, but I just pictured him rubbing one on there.
Just rub the good berry on the bruises to make them go away. Alright. So. Alright. Anyone else have any other questions, random things, before we start counting the days again?
I'm not gonna lie to you, unfortunately it has been so long, and even with the summary, my brain is just at a point where I'm like, I don't know.
I just had an idea that would have been, like, probably a good idea, but also might have been schedule conflicting. We probably should have had a group watch session for the last session. For everyone to be equally caught back up.
Would not have been a bad idea. What way with you now?
I gave a
You
close
gave
enough.
You did.
You gave little tidbits there. But
I didn't know anything
No
about
one-
the place that we're heading into, to be more specific.
it is an unfortunate thing that, you guys are heading south. You guys are heading way down south, pretty much across the entire continent. from the two people closer to the top of the world, one person removed from an island far away, and someone from a different plane. Yeah, this not really knowledgeable about where you're going. But hey, it's hot. There's sand and there's slaves. That might be revolt.
Thank you for reminding me that we have to rely on the removed from society and the I'm okay with dying today for our information.
Yeah, our local knowledge sucks. We need to recruit.
We do. Oh God.
But the slave revolt was one of those things that I believe Valtiof's father was like premonition or some sort of something was premonitioned toward it. So that's what made us head this way.
Heading that way though. Someone give me a d20 for your weather conditions.
I feel like that can only be the druid of the party.
I would say, don't trust me.
Oh, I'm the only druid.
1s, 2s, and 7s, boys.
Oh.
I don't know.
I was going to ask if that would apply here or not.
It might not. No, this isn't overworld effect. It does not apply.
Okay, good. I rolled an 8.
It affects us.
What, Eric?
I said, but it affects us.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet.
Is ice and snow an option?
Why?
Because honestly, the heat would be unbearable.
If ice and snow are coming this far south, you might have some road issues.
It's after me.
Yeah, if ice and snow are coming this far down south, there may be more concerning things.
I just had a little bit of hope.
It is rather yeah, I can speak. It is rather uneventful for the most part, as the days go by, and further and further it gets warmer and warmer, and it gets drier and drier, as you guys are leaving the much more lush green forest, and Salt, you're the only one that would really have any experience with more of this terrain as things start to dry out, and you're entering a not necessarily desert but more savanna area, heading into you guys did have a map, right? It's actually
Yes.
okay. Yeah,
I went out of my way to get a map.
Yes, I was like, I just thought about, they did buy a map, right? I'm pretty sure they bought one.
I went out of my way to get us one because you made mention said we were going long distances over a lot of random stuff. So yeah, I wanted to get one.
Yeah. So, as you guys, sorry, flipping through different notes because things are disorganized because I am terrible at actually doing notes good, and just do them as they come into my mind, so they are usually out of place. But
I have a phone app I use. Sorry.
As you guys assault what, according to your map, should be the tail end of the River. And as you guys in the back of your cart, Abaddon going along, getting to there, you look at the map, you're decent, you're decent at navigating. Give me a survival check.
So that'd be me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My survival's not bad. I just realized I forgot my dice. Hold on.
No, I said okay because I didn't realize you were referring to Matt. I rolled my own d20.
And here quietly going, please don't make the noble spellcaster make a survival check.
Oh, I assumed he was just giving me because A, I have the map. B, as you just described, this is the kind of hole, this is the kind of place I live in. So, like, kind of, sort of. So, like, on the right vicinity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Brain is slipping.
Above 15?
16. Both plus 4.
12 plus 4. That's above 15. That's a 16. So you're looking, and you sit there for a few minutes to look at the map, and you realize something. Wait a minute. So you start to look around as you guys have been getting more into Badlands territory, and it looks like a lot of the plant life around is dry, withered, and dead. And it's been several days, like pretty much since you guys got into this territory, it hasn't rained. Looking at cracked mud, cracked mud and dirt, this looks to be like a floodplain at the end of the river that has not, flooded in some time. This area is probably undergoing a drought, but if you keep following this plane, you will get to civilization. Now, as someone who's lived in the climate, if it does rain, you should be expecting floods.
But it also doesn't look like it has in quite some time.
16, that's good enough. It looks like it's been weeks since there's been rain here. Possibly months.
I have to ask, since the climate here, like, is something I'm used to, is that common here, or is that a little unnatural, or something along the lines like that? Like, should I expect something to be happening, or should I be looking for a reason it's not happening?
You're used to this climate, but you're not used to this geology. You're not used to here exactly, so you don't know their annual, rain flood patterns.
True, I don't know their patterns there for that. I was just trying to see if I could glean anything. That's fair.
Yeah. You'd know more of the you can recognize that something's off here, but it's a bit iffy on the how off, or is this just like one bad drought season, or has this been going? It's hard to tell in that area. Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I mean, we'll keep going, I guess. I don't have any reason to bring up a bunch of this. It's just, that's odd, is more of what you're saying than it's a big concern, right?
Danny, do you have create food and water?
Isn't that a third level spell?
I didn't remember if it was third or
second. I want to say it's second. You are a druid and a cleric, so if it is second level, you absolutely have it, I'm pretty sure.
I do have create and destroy water, but create food and water, I don't believe I...
You have create water and create goodberry. You're fine.
That's true.
Create water is the important one there. Okay, yeah, that one's only first level.
Yeah, create food or create water by itself is first. Create food and water is third.
Oh, okay. Sorry on that for telling you wrong.
I just like to picture that you guys don't have buckets or anything, and you just dump 10 gallons of water in the back of the cart.
Explicitly, I have a bucket. It's not 10 gallons, because that'd be a huge bucket, but I have a bucket.
You did have a bucket. So I like the idea of it being like a watertight cart. It's not some rickety thing. Like it's dwarf crafted watertight, and you guys just sit there with 10 gallons at your feet and just take a sip whenever you need because it's miserable.
I don't know why. I just pictured laying in it.
You know, it'd probably feel right at home for you. Cam, aside from it's really dry, I mean, it's definitely better than being cold.
No longer freezing to death.
Yeah. But as a couple more days go by, you have pretty much very little sign of life for the most part. Even the what little bits of actual puddles of water you come across don't look safe, as you come across a puddle's a bit of a, I don't know, small size is a bit weird here. It's like, oh, it's a puddle. And probably like a good 15-20 foot across drinking pool that has a few carcasses around it. There are a few carrion birds that are picking at what looks to be a large beast in the distance. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, as it's been pretty picked over already. All right. Silence. Does anyone wish to investigate or just ignore that?
Sorry, I was debating. So we can't get any details from here. We'd have to get closer.
It's more of the skeleton. It's more of the body has been picked clean pretty well, and they're just getting the last bits of the meat off. It's one of those, you're not familiar with the area to be familiar with the large herbivores.
Is the
Yeah.
bird with any major mutations? Like every other bird we've seen so far?
Give me a nature check.
I don't like that.
I think as far as
I
Cam
don't
is
like that
concerned,
either.
this place just sucks and it's dry.
You're not entirely wrong.
Actually, Thad, you can give me nature or perception, since you're trying to look over their addict.
Oh, that's better. I think I have a 25
All
for
right.
perception in that case.
So, there's a flock of some kind of carrion bird over there that you're not really familiar with. They sit at around 2 to 3 feet tall each. Large black feathers with white tips. It seems to be kind of messy. Blood on their beak from picking at this carcass here. And one of them stands out as it looks to be from under its feathers. There appear to be some unnatural bone growths sticking out in places that they shouldn't be. And not like some sort of shield or spike or anything. They are more spiky, but bits of bone seem to be jutting out from under their flesh and feathers. A couple on their legs. Would you call them scales on the bird legs? Are they scales, technically? Yeah.
Birds are technically weird lizards.
Yeah. Danny, it looks like the creature is, this looks like this creature is probably in some pain with these bone spurs and growths.
Hey, I'm not a bird expert. But I don't think those are birds. Or are just birds.
Caw.
I don't like that he agreed with you.
Was that agreement?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he really makes me question how birds work. I will be entirely honest.
Caw.
You're talking about you, bird, don't you? I turned to look at the bird. He's just like, yeah, you know how to bird, don't you?
Does a little jig on its on your shoulder.
See?
So yeah, yeah, no, those things, those birds over there. I say pointing over at the carrion-like ones are different.
It's only one of them that is that has the bone spurs.
I say specifically highlighting those features and trying to point them out so that they can see them as well.
I want to make a joke about a frog, but I don't know if Salt would know about that frog.
I don't know why, but I pictured hunters beating Chadocabra's ass in Wild.
Do you care enough about this weird bird to further investigate, or are you just making note of it as we go?
I'm making note of it and saying, hey, probably don't drink the water here, just in case.
What?
I mean, I don't know if any of you want to go drink some of that water, but
Well, that's
Oh, you mean that
fine.
puddle specifically? Sorry, yeah.
You and the
that
bucket
puddle
have done
or
very
puddle
well.
in general. It's a little bucket. It's just a little bucket. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. 7, including Bird. Do you drink water?
Oh,
Recreationally.
I wanna
Sorry,
say
I'm just
7.
translating.
Do you understand the bird?
bird
You
looks
just
towards
smile. Just look at the bird. I feel like there's an understanding between us in this moment.
It's sort of
We
like turn
both
their heads
nod.
and look at each other at the same time.
I feel like we both tried to make eye contact with you and just both nod.
I am upset. I'm going to ignore it. But no, I am upset.
Why are you upset?
Because I assumed he was just saying caw all this time.
Caw.
Oh, you're
And he
assuming
might
we're
just be saying
communicating
call.
through language. We're communicating through mutual understanding. It's okay. I pat him on the shoulder. You'll be all right.
That's much different. That's fair. So, no, Cam, it was just an observation. Yeah, observation.
That's
That's a good word.
There's another animal that's acting pretty weird in a relatively short time that I've met, actually, then.
As you guys are discussing this, most of that flock is continuing to pick at the rest, but the bony one specifically has raised its head up and looked at you guys moseying along, and it's kind of, have you ever seen vultures do that kind of awkward, funny looking run?
There's one that like they do look like a little hop.
Yeah, it's almost a little hop and a skip in its step, and it goes off to the side a little, and it gets closer to you guys, but not. It's not like charging directly at you. It's kind of like moving a few feet at a time, like it's trying to observe and figure out what you guys are.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. Hey, Val. Oh, you got something?
Again?
I paused because Danny was trying to
You were saying
Just
something
see
that
it.
I was gonna
Okay.
Phase one's a bird.
Fair. I was gonna say, do you remember that? I think it was a warg when we first met up. It was also weird with a bunch of lightning and electricity, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And now we got a bird with that. Are they supposed to do that, Danny? Like, is that normal here? I do have to ask, because this place is weird.
I did just say I'm not a bird expert. I don't really see birds that often, unless you count owls.
I
Those
think
birds don't like the snow or ice.
you're on too many
cold.
drugs, but that's okay. On another context, then since we're near the area, wargs. Have you seen wargs?
And you've definitely seen wargs before.
Okay, Thaddeus does not know what wargs are.
Basically, upsized wolves.
Okay, then yeah,
Okay.
wargs.
So you're no expert on that. Bone spurs doesn't sound normal on a bird. The word I was talking about, two of us ran into, it had like lightning and shit crackling all over that. Is that normal?
I mean, who says a bird can't have lightning? I've seen birds, owls, with lightning.
No, the warg
Nice.
had lightning. And the bird has weird bone spurs. I'm saying these are sounds like two animals that have things they're not supposed to, but at the same time,
I've seen many.
I'm not
wargs
from
with
around
lightning too, and ice, lightning and
You
ice,
guys-
and snow powers.
Not many.
They just
Actually, you
sometimes
don't
do
really-
that.
It's pretty rare, but your people have spoken of them in the area.
I assumed it was a Fae thing.
Hmm.
I don't discount anything as not being a Fae thing.
okay then. Just, I guess I was checking because that felt odd. Is the bird getting closer?
Yeah. About 80 feet away now.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
Hi, what are you? What you doing?
When you speak towards it, it just kind of just stops in its tracks, like for just completely dead freezes. As for everyone else, Danny has just opened his mouth and started to make bird noises.
Not even unusual anymore.
He doesn't do it that often.
Beautification.
How often does he talk with the horse?
Actually, that's a good question. How often do you talk with the horse? In horse.
Or Peter?
At least once a day. I don't want to be Abaddon just by herself while she's not talking with no one to talk to.
Never mind, he does it pretty often. All right, you're used to it.
And then those times I also talk to Peter. Because why not? Because I don't want to leave him by himself with no one to talk to. So, yes, you running up here. Do you need something?
So, you guys got any dead things around?
Any dead things?
Yeah.
How dead things?
Dead enough they don't fight back and I can eat.
I mean, I have some berries. Would you like a berry?
Tilts its head. Don't normally eat berry.
I mean, berry tastes like blood, apparently.
That was not good berries that tasted like blood.
No, it's one of the juniper berries that I happen to still have. That might be dried by now.
Yeah, that's more than dried. You guys were going through a
I don't remember how long it's been.
You guys traveled a couple. You guys had to travel a couple weeks down south here, going along, and that was a not arid climate. Those berries are a bit funky.
So perfect for carrion type.
Danny just pulling mold-covered berries out of his bag.
Also, somehow, doesn't faze me.
The smell might phase you. They smell pretty rank.
Yeah, but the fact that he just has them.
Would have just had them in a sealed little jar, and now I'm unsealing the jar. People used to like them. I don't know if they're up to your taste or not.
And it kind of it gets closer. Matt, are you doing something with that information you just texted me?
He's muted.
I know he's muted, but
No, I just had to warn you because I had an idea. And it might come
All
up.
Matt, I love it. I'm hoping you come up with something beautiful there. All right.
Sentences like these that concern me.
All right. So, the bird, as the bird gets closer and closer, everyone's able to much more clearly see the just the bone spur sticking out of its body in sharp what definitely do look to be painful. As you can see, it kind of hops and walks in a way to like it's trying to avoid certain movement patterns, certain steps. As the areas where the actual bones are jutting from on the legs, and bits of the chest where the feathers aren't as thick and floofed up, it does look that there is just raw, irritated, exposed flesh. And upon it getting closer, as sniffing around, berry smells like sleepy tree.
What sleepy tree? What do you mean sleepy tree?
Big shady trees. Fruits grow from and fall. Animals eat and they get sleepy.
Do they wake back up?
You don't understand him. You just hear a bird.
Oh,
You just hear a bird squawking.
What happens after they fall asleep?
Hmm.
It just puts them to sleep. I don't see why that's concerning to you.
Predators come and eat the sleepy ones. If there aren't anyone watching.
And they eventually wake back up.
If not eaten, yes.
Well, you have 4 guys here with you. Would you like the fruit still?
Hmm. I try fruit.
Try fruit. I'll hand them some of them.
As it gets up to your guys' cart and does one of those hop and flaps, sort of like a chicken, to get on the edge of the cart.
Wait, but first, could you tell us where this sleepy tree is? Just so we know not to eat the fruits around it or from it.
Sleepy trees usually near water.
I need to
Near-
investigate something. I'll be back momentarily.
All right. Well, he can't hear this anyways. So. Nearest sleepy tree looks looks around for a moment and holds out a wing pointing a bit southwest. That way.
That way, how far?
Part of day flight.
Okay. Well, thank you. Here are your fruits. As I eventually remember that not everyone can understand bird and give a synopsis of what was going on. Hey, so
See now we need to wait for Eric to come back.
yeah. Except Eric's gone and he's the only one who actually hit the pause button as well.
You know, life happens.
Mhm.
But
It
he
do
said he was
happen.
going to He said he was going to investigate. We don't know what.
Oh, he can still hear us.
Power of the wireless headset. We're fine.
All right.
Touche.
So Danny has relayed the information from the bird. That is there perched there eating berries out of Danny's hand.
By are you okay? You seem to be walking a little funny.
Bones grow from me.
Do you know how that happened? Or is it just normal? Have you always had those?
Moons ago, 8 dead person. Bones started growing after. Dead person tasted different.
Different? How different? Also, I'm translating messages just so others know what's going on, what I'm talking about.
Don't know, just different.
Survival, hot garbage. Medicine, not hot garbage. Can they say where?
Where did you find this person?
Big people group. Left dead bodies. Down riverbed.
Down by the river bend.
Any good things?
Cool. Did they taste funny? Or just smell funny? Or did
Most
they look
taste-
funny?
Most taste normal. One tastes funny.
They look different at all?
Had bones. More bones.
More bones? Like you have more bones?
Yes.
He is right here next to us. So can I perform a medicine or survival or something check to see how bones are growing out of him? And if it's anything I've heard of before?
You can.
Unless that's what Eric was doing.
Well, I was seeing if lesser restoration was touch or ranged, and I don't want to touch it.
You know what? Fair.
You don't want some extra bones?
No, because then I'll have to use 2 spell slots. Or 4 spell points, because you're doing those to
Oh
stun.
no.
Those things.
Oh
you
no,
can
your
get
short
that-
rest recovery.
I know, but like I could just burn it to death. For 1 spell point.
Honestly, Honestly, I get it.
I rolled a 2, by the way.
You rolled a what?
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
will
have
go
to
add it to the
use
counter.
2 spell points.
as Danny, you sit there and you kind of you look over at its legs, and just like looking at the bones, it's like, you got nothing. Like, bones should not be growing like that out of these places.
But for some reason, they are.
All right. So Arik, Cam is casting Lesser Restoration.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. I don't know if you said you were using the spell slots jokingly or serious.
No, I was like, I could potentially cure the bird, and it would at least tell us if it's a disease or a curse. But then I'd have to touch it, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather just...
You see that I'm touching it, and I'm perfectly fine.
I'm aware you're touching it.
Can I?
So what are you doing, Cam?
Nothing at the moment, because they're having friendly. Fuck.
All right.
So I'm just doing something.
I was going to. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna hold off just a moment.
Alright, well,
All right.
my short rest are only 4 points, so don't do anything too dumb, you guys. And if it's a curse, I can't help you yet.
Oh, I will be completely safe if I do my thing. That's not a problem. I can. You're safe on that end.
I'm looking at the right character, right? Yeah. Danny.
What are you looking for?
I was looking at my spells. Things I prepared and all of that. I wrote a note next to some of them. I don't know why I wrote a note next to them.
They might be your always prepared ones.
I have a
I don't think I have all these spells always prepared.
No, you don't have everything always prepared usually. You have your level plus your wisdom modifier of druid and level plus wisdom modifier of cleric, I think. You can change them literally every single night.
You should. I mean, he should have like 8 spells prepared because 4 from cleric, 4 from the druid.
Druid doesn't get any.
Plus wisdom mod twice.
Sorry, my druid gets 1.
Okay, but what are you thinking on there, Matt?
Because like salt with the class and all of the absolutely weird and twisted things on the salt flats, right?
Uh-huh.
I have here like aberrations, monstrosities, and all that. I have bonuses to like notice if it's something like that. Is there any chances like salt can notice some kind of like at least like present influence or anything here like that on this bird? I mean, it doesn't tell me like I get it. It's like I get proficiency bonus to the roll if there is a roll. So like I'm asking if I can roll or not. That's what I'm trying to go for here. Sorry.
I'll let you roll.
Okay. Do you have a stat you'd like me to assign with this besides proficiency?
Let's go with wisdom since it's trying to sort of perceive things.
Fair, and I just realized it doesn't really. Almost all of those are that. That's actually really good. That's 22. No wait, sorry, this is 20. For some reason, my brain went. My proficiency is +4, and I'm like, no, it's not.
So
20. Sorry, my bad.
So, you've seen a lot of stuff. And you've seen a lot of stuff that people have had quarantined off with those ever so familiar signs that are written in basically every language that says, don't go past this borderline.
Yeah.
And through the years, having seen a few monstrosities that like to just hang around the border and see if someone's stupid enough to cross the line where they're allowed to maul them to death. This doesn't strike you as this creature itself is any sort of monstrosity or aberration. but it might be infected with something. Maybe what it said about that, that dead guy that tasted
Okay.
funny. It might be a case of whoever they ate was infected with something, and now they might be carrying it.
Okay, my second question, feel free to tell me if this is too much. What do we, like, it obviously is contagious to an extent if it eats it. Would I have any idea about just touches being likely?
That's hard to go off, because things like that tend to be a case-by-case basis, so... Danny's over there
That's more than
touching it.
fair, I just had to check. That's
Danny-
why I was checking.
Danny's made contact with it, so, you might know in a few days. The other birds around it don't seem to have anything wrong with them.
Fair, and there's like at least some chain of logic that they probably have brushed up fairly regularly since they've been all eating the same stuff. Okay, I just wanted to see what I could get from it, just because I noticed that and I was like, I actually have some like better bonuses in that area. It'd be helpful to know.
Alright. With that, what would you like to do?
Oh, for me, I'm letting them finish their scene. They know what they're doing better than me.
I don't know if they have anything left in their scene.
You know,
You guys
fair.
wouldn't happen to have any dead things on you, would you? Which, saying aloud, I know it's a weird question. And it's unlikely.
Why?
They asked for some immediately, which is why I offered the berries in the first place.
I don't have anything dead on me.
Do you still have any more of that
Did we?
deer?
I was about to ask if I had any more of that deer.
It would have been gone by now.
Plus, I think we left almost the whole thing with the guy.
Danny, are you done talking to your bird friend?
Yeah, I'm done talking to the bird. Thank you for your help, by the way. Like say two bird.
Thank you for Sleepy Berry.
Make sure you tell your friends to watch over you if you do end up falling asleep.
Not enough Sleepy Berry for Sleepy.
Oh, that's good then. That's good. As I set him down outside the cart.
Takes a shit, then flies back over to the other birds.
As it's in the air, I'm gonna ping it with a guiding bolt. Just out of our splatter range.
Roll. Roll to hit.
13 on the die. So a 20 total.
You're good. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna create bonfire Birdman. Unless I need to roll for
Yeah.
bird game.
You do actually.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Cannon.
Hefty fucking creature.
In fairness, I actually agree with this one. That had something that seemed a little actual aberrance. in
Three
it, and
sixes
that's
and a
kind of not
5.
good thing.
23 bird damage.
So, Cam, there's something that you notice that is very incredibly wrong with the bird as you shoot a guiding bolt up at the sky, And right before, like, basically on impact, you see more bones grow out of it in a protective manner, blocking the guiding bolt partially, as you see the bird still, like, huge area on its feathers just ignite in a quick, brief, just red flash of radiant heat as bits of broken and burned bones fall off of it.
This thing's still alive.
It is. That is. I had to check. That's why I actually needed the damage.
Okay, then. Hell no. Quicken cast for Eldritch Blast. With that.
Do you have the damage boost
Agonizing?
on Eldritch Blast? Yeah.
do.
Do you have agonizing?
I do.
All right. Roll to hit.
I got an 11 plus 7 for 18.
You're good. If you roll higher than a 3 on this, you're good. If you roll
Yeah.
higher than a 3, don't do math.
Got 8 damage.
All right. As the guiding bolt, just a streak of crimson red energy through the sky just hits it, leaving that glowing mark upon it before it can actually turn to address what just happened. You see that it's like, oh, that didn't just drop out of the sky. Immediately channel more energy through you as this red crackling streak flow through your hand. Didn't you say you had your Eldritch bolts be like skull-shaped? Or am I misremembering?
The stuff from the Warlock stuff was coming out more pure white. The stuff from his sorcerer stuff was more like red. And if it's a streaking attack, it's typically snakish.
All right. It's been a while. I feel like I just remembered you had like a snake skull as one of them at a point.
That's probably the thing that latched on with no, you can't heal anymore. You chill touch.
Yep, that was it. Yep. But yes, as a just streaking bolt of energy cracks through the sky and hits it once again. Now, properly dropping out of the sky into the sand, as you then immediately create bonfire on its corpse.
That was surprising.
Why did you have to do that?
Hey, Danny.
It sounds like it was cursed and or diseased with something. This is trying to stop the spread. Unless you want a
Yes, but
bunch of
also-
things that can eat a guiding bolt and still walk away laughing.
I was gonna ask him to guide us through this tree where we got the berries from them, so we can get rid of the tree and then get rid of them.
If you're talking
The
about
tree
that, then
says,
that's just... No, it's
whoever
not the
demon
tree that...
God thing is there.
Salt, you want to handle this?
Danny.
Hey Matt.
What's up?
Matt, give me a nature check.
You were
I don't like
also
that, but let's do it.
Fey bloodberry things. So I assumed you wanted to stop the spread of this Fey bloodberry things as well.
17.
17. Desert climate. You have had a lot of travel in your years. Yeah, it sounds like the bird was just talking about like fruits and berries in the desert that are too high for most animals to get to, or will sometimes fall and then quickly ferment on the ground. So animals go eat the fruit and berries off the ground and get drunk. So you have lots of various animals just sleeping around around trees.
The corpse downstream is where the thing picked
Yes.
it up from, according to its own thing that you shared.
Yeah, that's where I picked up the bone spurs. But blood mind control berries is a whole other issue.
It sounds like they were just talking about things that ferment. Damn, having lived in the jungle.
Fermenting
I mean,
takes
yeah,
a
kind of with them
long
on that.
time, doesn't it?
It can.
It takes a
It can
couple
also
of
be
months.
pretty quick, depending on how. Not always. No.
I mean, it's still got good.
Berries in a couple of months are going to disintegrate and fall apart. They can ferment pretty quick, especially in a a high heat, high oxygen. Well, I can't. Never mind. Salt wouldn't know the high oxygen environment, but he might know the high heat environment with fermenting.
Yeah.
It's fermenting faster when it's hot?
Yeah, fermenting's faster when it's warm.
Why?
Damn, it's just peeking every now and then at the fire, making sure the thing isn't moving.
It is not. There is you catch a bit of a smell downwind. It smells awful.
To be expected.
I mean,
To answer your other question, I
you've
don't know
smelled some burning corpses before, but it's pretty bad.
Smells like that thing had
Go
already
ahead.
rotted from the inside.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. You touched it. You touched it. You saw that and you chose to touch it.
I mean, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever seen or touched.
Well, come here, I'll give you what I can, but if it doesn't take, then it's something outside of my scope.
I mean, I don't feel wrong.
I'm sure the bird
There's
didn't
nothing wrong.
either.
No, he said something smelled or tastes funny. That's different.
Are you letting me do what I can or not?
I'm not stopping you.
Okay. I'll give him a
You know-
necessary restoration. If it's a disease, he's okay. If not,
You lay your hands on them, and I mean, I guess you won't be sure if it worked unless nothing happens.
Yeah.
So you've done what you can there. Results pending. As you don't have a gestation period for any kind of infection like this.
now wash
No.
your hands.
Not in the puddle. Also, the riverbed they mentioned, are we heading in that direction?
Yeah.
We should probably stop by that
My hands on
riverbed.
fire.
You guys are along a riverbed.
I don't think
There's
you
a
want to
good
put your
chance
hands
it'll-
in the fire.
I'll just set my hands on fire.
Your own fire. Okay.
I could just produce flames. I can set my hands on fire. I'll be fine.
Roll a d8 of damage for lighting your hands on fire.
Aha.
I burn myself with my own flames?
Well, otherwise,
Yeah,
I
How my
can't.
own flames gonna burn me?
If you're actively sticking your hands in them to light yourself on fire, yes.
In fairness, otherwise I can't sterilize you.
You're right. I'm taking 9 damage.
Damn.
That's a
D8.
D10. Wait. That's not a D8.
So we're not at that level of cantrip yet. That's next level.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, shit, how'd you get a 9 on an 8? To be fair, you might have something that's like your modifier to things or not. I have no idea.
He's vulnerable
I
to
do
fire
not.
damage.
I'm only taking 6.
I fear vulnerability to fire damage after having had it.
I forgot about it.
As you guys are having the discussion of of cleaning your hands, Insult says not in the water or not in the cart.
You're not in the puddle.
And Danny,
No, I said not in the puddle.
okay, I thought you meant the
Also
puddle.
not in the cart. Also not in the cart. We're in the cart.
As Danny
burn.
holds his hands outside of the cart and produces fire and then lights his hands on fire in front of you guys.
I blink.
I want to be surprised,
Alright, I got one more. Come here. And I'll cure wounds.
but I'm not.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Cure the burns away.
Unless he stops me from curing the burns away. I've cured the burns away.
I don't think I want you to cure the burns away.
Okay. You change
Danny,
your mind in the
any-
next hour.
Danny, you have open burn wounds on your hands.
They're magic
In the
burns.
sandy desert.
Hey, Thad, have you ever had a burn?
I was gonna go to Valtioff and ask him to touch them away.
You want
That uses less resources.
No, mine comes back
You
on a
want-
short rest. Get over here.
He wants he wants Val to touch him in a special way.
Hold his hand.
Okay, we all understand. Val's a handsome man.
Stop it.
Val, Cam
Get some
can't
help.
touch you like that, Cam.
Danny likes a firm hand for his healing.
Firm hands.
We're gonna be in the cart for over an hour. That's a short rest. Enough. I don't know how this stuff goes. I'll just let
Alright,
Cam
who's healing
do it.
who?
Call it a day. How much am I healing Arik?
Cam has definitely made it a point across time and his cart travels that if he gets some magic back when he takes a nap or chills for a while.
Oh, I'm allowed to now. Heal back the full unless you were hurt. Other than these 6 that you mentioned.
Wasn't hurt other than the 6. I'll just heal back the 4. Thank you. I did some more thinking on it.
I just
I do
picture
say we should follow this, like, sorry.
I just picture like one of those hyper detailed SpongeBob stills of Val's just hands from that conversation.
Inexplicably muddy.
Ah,
My flames can't hurt me. They just straight can't hurt me. Because I'm using produce flames. Produce flames cannot hurt you. Or can't hurt the caster. What if he's 5?
Then we'll note it and carry on, because at current we're a short rest away from none of it mattering.
I know. This is note for the future, because I know I will forget later on.
okay. It says it harms neither you or your equipment. I'm gonna go with the once you attack with the flame. That's a different thing.
Okay.
If you're holding it, when you have it produced and it's just floating around, you're fine. But once you go into actively trying to burn something with it, you go into the attack part of it.
And attack part does negative damage. Understood.
Otherwise you could theoretically produce flame, burn a building you're in, and then just stand there.
I mean, the rest of the building could still burn him.
One would think.
Because flame jumping to something else and it turns up the flame. Instead of the little orb that you're holding in your hand.
Or the building collapsing.
Why do you immediately go to setting a building on fire?
Why would we have to... Wait. I mean... Wait, is that the above game thing since this is all of us talking?
Yeah, it's above game thing.
Arson's useful? I can get his point.
Matt,
Yeah?
let me know when you want that to happen.
Okay.
Let me know when when you want that message to happen.
Okay.
We travel via cart.
Yeah. You guys continue a few hours downstream without anything else of incident aside from it being hot and miserable.
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right.
I'm keeping an eye out for the body potentially mentioned. I want to see if there's something else there odd because I don't like that.
To note, the bird said that was a few moons ago, so...
I mean, yeah, it's possible that there's nothing left to see, but if there is something left to see, Salt is keeping an eye out for it. He is uncomfortable with the situation.
Fair, I was referring to more of distance-wise, a bird can move a lot in a couple days.
Yeah, that's fair.
But keeping an eye out for anything of that sort.
Yeah.
Alright. Day falls. Salt, something you are aware of from desert climate, is how rapidly the temperature can drop. Although you have, a couple fucks that are absolutely fine with the cold. Cam doesn't appreciate it as much. But if also this desert's anything like yours, there are some bad things that come out at night, and it's usually best to be as quiet and still as possible, and ignore things that call out to your name or ask for help in the middle of the night.
We don't answer the voices in the dark. That is how things go bad.
Alright. So... Alright. Camp-wise, it's pretty much just set stuff out of the cart. Are you setting up a watch for overnight?
I vote yes.
Now that you
Also,
have...
okay.
So now that you have something of more note in the area, possibly.
Yeah, I vote yes.
Not me.
Just because I don't like that. That makes me nervous.
I also agree. To watch.
Alright. Who would like first shift, then?
We'll take it.
How dark is it during the middle shifts?
There's a lot of stars out here. It's pretty dark without so you've got a decent bit of moonlight, but aside from that, you're not seeing very far. Like you can see moonlight on the sand for a good distance, but there's no note of active civilization or anything to cause light around.
Then if Val's keeping the first watch, I'm gonna give him like a Eyes of Night thing before heading off to bed.
All right, that lasts.
An hour.
Yeah, that lasts. Yeah. All right.
Which is something at least.
Okay.
Got a stick around here, right?
A stick? Actually, probably not.
We are a desert area. Desert savanna area.
You might have to wander off to actually find a good stick.
I'm just gonna stick my axe in the ground. I'm gonna cast light on it.
All right. So, you guys are getting set up. There's a light outside. Yeah. So you guys are getting set up, getting ready to, turn in for the night. There's a light outside.
I will peek because he's outside. Is it just him and his axe?
It's just him, but
Okay.
in your years of in this kind of terrain, that's something that could be seen from a very far distance away as just hey, something's over there, possibly.
Val,
Yes.
don't light your axe up tonight.
Snuffs the light.
And the light goes off. So, a few minutes after you guys, is anyone else doing anything before turning in for the night also?
I'm pretty alright besides before all that.
Alright. Danny? Cam?
I'm making sure that Abaddon and Peter are fed and watered.
I
Alright.
think second watch, just go ahead to volunteer out.
No, something I need to do. I haven't done it before. I haven't done it in a while. I need to check on that dress I bought forever ago. It's And through the elements.
It has, but it's also been safely contained in your bag.
Had to make sure.
It's been safely contained in your bag, and your bag hasn't been, like, fully submerged in anything.
That's a sand.
I'm sorry, what?
Also lots of sand. It gets everywhere.
Sand does get everywhere. Just want to keep it tightly wrapped up and tucked away bottom of the bag, probably. Or somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
But it seems fine as long as you keep it sealed away in your bag. So, everyone's laid down, starting to head off for the night. Danny, you hear a little pitter patter on the sand nearby.
Pitter patter like Peter walking around.
Not like Peter, but something a little bigger.
Abaddon big?
Not that big. That's a lot bigger.
Like if I hear, I should look towards it.
Something like a small animal. As you roll over and look, and oh hey, it's Salt's bird.
Oh, hello.
Caw.
Did you need me to do something for you?
And it does one of its little sort of dances and jigs and kind of hops over to you and then hops over on your shoulder. Caw.
I don't know if that's supposed to mean something.
And after you say that, it leans down towards your ear slowly, and you just hear, "Can you feel your bones shiver?" And then it hops off your shoulder and just starts hopping away back towards Salt.
I haven't cast Speak with Animals.
I know.
You can just.
You heard that in common, in a very low whisper into your ear.
It can just talk. Obviously, not obviously. If it's hopping away, then he should just stun, staring after it.
You feel oddly aware of your bones more than you would normally ever think about it.
I don't think about bones all that often.
No, but you kind of notice yours now, like that they exist inside your body. And it's one of those kind of ick moments.
And the earlier bony bird probably isn't making things better.
Wait, was that the only one with like bone pains and like itchy bones growing up? Because I just heard that of like, I don't know or think about that.
Itchy.
Most people don't have the massive growth spurts that you do, or that you did.
Well, shit. Okay, I didn't know it was that uncommon of a thing, but okay.
Eric's taller than me and Thad, but me and Thad are like 5'6", and I kind of stopped growing. Like I've been the same height since I was like 16. I just stopped growing taller.
Great. I didn't start growing until I was like 13. Before then, I was like 4'8", and then I shot up to 5'6", and I've stayed here. So I've had bone issues, just probably not the same ones you have.
Yeah, I grew like a foot in a year. That was a bad year.
Your bones went, we have Do we have enough calcium to do this? Yeah, we got enough calcium to do this. Let's do this.
Basically.
Calcium requirements met. Unlock upgrade. Taller. But while Danny uncomfortably lays there for a while, thinking about how his bones exist inside of his body and that bird also had bones growing out of its body, and he touched it. Salt, your bird hops back over to you, and kind of almost like a cat sits there and basically makes biscuits with its. Yeah, claws. Claws would be the right term. Talons. There we go. Talons.
I mean, to be fair, as long as I have scales, as long as it's not digging in hard, it's not going to be painful.
No, it sits there and basically makes biscuits on you and tucks back into a sleeping bag.
Fair enough.
Val, your watch goes by fine. Salt said he would take the next shift.
All right.
Salt?
Yeah.
Things seem fine as well for yours as you get to enjoy the cool night air for a while. Yeah. You know, maybe a little nostalgic of home. I don't know if you'd be homesick, but
Probably not homesick. Is it bad it going smooth makes me more nervous?
but it's a pretty nice, cool night. Who would you like to wake up?
You know what? Let's just wake up Danny.
All right.
After that
Right.
previous comment, Danny would like to not be human at this moment.
What would Danny like to be?
Danny would like to be a snail. Snails don't have bones.
I don't think this is the good environment for a snail. But okay, you
It's
suffer.
really not.
Salt, you go to check on Danny, and you don't see anything in his sleeping bag.
I think snails are giant. Giant snails are large-sized creatures. And that's the only difference.
Sorry.
Did you look this up were you looking this up in the handbook?
I was looking for the handbook to see if there's anything that's snail or boneless that I would know of from my region. So, yeah.
Do snails live very far north?
Snails live everywhere.
Snails can live in a lot of places, yeah.
What stat block do
Snails live,
snails have?
everywhere.
An HP bar of 1.
Speed of slow.
1.
Hang on, there's a Reddit question from 7 years ago where someone has asked this same thing. The first comment, bring an actual snail to the table. Give it to the player character who try to interact with it.
Are you going giant snail or snail?
Yeah, because I'm about to have very different reactions if, oh no, that's an empty thing, and oh my god, that's a 4-foot fucking snail.
This
Giant
game.
snail keeps me alive. In case the ground is salt.
Go
You know-
outside of the carriage and become giant snail.
But the actual snail is size enough to sit in the carriage.
Alright.
But bird might eat actual snail, so giant snail is what I will be.
Trying to find the giant snail stats now.
Thaddeus, if you found them, can you just...
Yeah, I'll send it over.
I found there's a
That's
giant.
probably
Let's see,
easy.
there's a giant slug. That giant slug is definitely bigger than you'd be able to turn into.
Yeah.
Yeah. The giant slug is a challenge rating 7. Go back to the giant slug.
1.4.
Can you turn into large? Can you turn into large size creatures?
I think I can.
There's no size requirement for druids in 5e. It's CR rating. And then types of move speed. Size limitation is from a 3.5 thing.
Okay, I thought they still had the size limitation.
No, it's based off of your CR, your level divided by 3 to get the CR, and level 4 for a swim speed and level 8 for a flying speed.
All right. So as you go to check on Danny, and there's just a this size large. There is a like horse-sized snail there.
You know, on some scale, I'm aware I'm supposed to be surprised right now. And I'm really, really concerned that I'm not. I'm assuming that's you, so it's your turn for watch.
I'm just going to poke an eye stalk out of my shell.
Why are you a snail? I'm gonna regret asking, but why are you a snail?
And snails don't have bones. What does a snail
Right.
sound like?
I was gonna say, what noise does a snail make?
I'll just
What does a
de-snail.
snail say?
I don't think snails make noise.
Okay, imagine wet and boneless, and then go blarg.
Just a bubble. Just blows a bubble at him.
You know what? That's fine. Do whatever that is, just make sure you're outside and keeping an eye on things, I guess.
Danny, do you
I'm waiting to make sure he moves. Okay.
I'm going to pop back and be human and think. Okay, fine.
Why were you a snail?
Snails don't have bones.
The shell's kind of a bone.
It's just salt. Salt probably has bird with them. Snails don't have bones.
Cool.
I don't know if that's true entirely. Is the shell a bone?
Shell doesn't count. They change their shells all the time. Kind of. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
You're right.
Are you
Should've
okay?
a slug. No,
You're weirder than usual right now.
I'm fine. Watch. You see anything?
No, nothing. I didn't see anything. I'm just gonna give him like the what's happening look, because I'm going to yeah, but I gave Val the same heads up. Don't light up anything out there. That'll be a beacon for anything out and about for us.
I don't need light.
It's good. All right. Good night, and I guess good luck with. Do what?
Since when can your bird talk? Just while we're here.
We've been communicating this whole time.
Oh,
Yeah. See.
you know what? I'm smart enough to know I shouldn't ask questions. Have a good night.
Cool.
Okay. Have a good watch. She's gonna look really confused, I guess, and go back to lay down.
Are you turning back into a snail?
Not at the moment, no.
Not for your watch.
Not for my watch.
All right,
I'm gonna go through watch first and then consider it.
Danny. You don't need to roll for this initial part, but out off in the distance, it's rather visible as it looks like two dim reddish orbs are kind of bobbing up and down, going across the horizon. They're pretty small. At this distance, they look sort of just like little red dots bobbing up and down slightly.
Can I see if there's people there?
Not at this
Assuming they're
distance.
within 300 feet.
Not at this distance, no.
Okay.
You have a really good you're here. It's pretty flat here, so you have a good line of sight with those just little dots being the only source of light for probably miles. They're not super high off the ground, and you can tell that where there's like a little bit of like the occasional dune or different elevation, they disappear for a minute or two, and then appear back on the other side.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on them. Be aware of where they are. How fast they're moving, how far they would have gone.
It doesn't look like they're moving very fast. Like you could compare this to like a person kind of meandering, sort of. Like someone. It's not like someone's like actively trying to walk somewhere pace. It's like, someone kind of just going through a supermarket speed, just looking around at things. So they're just the two little orbs. They're just kind of slowly moving along.
Shopping for bones. Sorry.
Oh, bones, you say?
It had
But
been at least an hour. I put it
Yeah.
out of my mind, and now it's back in my mind as a stray thought passes by.
but they are still existent by the time your watch would be over and time to go get Cam.
I'm gonna note where they are before
Okay.
I go off to go get Cam to let him know about it.
All right. You go wake up Cam.
Go wake up Cam. If I use an ability, would that ruin my long rest?
It's watch is kind of weird because you're technically supposed to have like an entire like 8-hour block, which would fuck anyone that isn't at the front or start of a watch unless you had a stupidly long watch.
It does
Unless you
specify light activity, things like that don't really cause issues.
So, what are you wanting to do?
I was just going to use Eyes of Night again to give it to Cam so he can see
Yeah, I'll let you do
in the
that.
dark.
Yeah, I'll let
Cool.
you do that.
Okay, thank you.
So you wake up and say, Cam, you're woken up by Daniel there.
Sounds like he immediately illuminated the desert.
He gives you the eyes of night, and suddenly, yeah, you've got a dome around you of you can see a lot better.
Morning. There's two little lights of people walking by. Just to let you know. I'm waking up for your shift. For your watch.
Blinking and then blearily making sure we don't get jumped again.
Danny, the lights are going on that same trajectory they were before, just across the horizon slowly. They're pretty easy to point out.
for you to point them out. Right over there. Besides that, haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Did I give you more of a warning before light?
Just blinking. Trying to get used to the fucking... that.
Yep, should have given more warning. I'll remember that for the future. Good night. I'm gonna head off to bed now. And maybe be slug. Maybe
What?
be slug.
I don't have the capacity to deal with that right now. Okay, whatever, just breathing.
I'm walking off to go lay down.
Are you turning back into a slug?
I'm contemplating and thinking about creatures that don't have bones.
Says, alright, I'm going to bed. Gets off the cart.
I describe it as you guys setting up a little camp because 4 people laying down to sleep in the cart is not really room for that. Unless you guys are sitting up sleeping. It's much more comfortable to, set up your sleeping bags around. Anyways, though.
I'm just here.
Cam. Go ahead.
I said I'm just here.
Those lights are really, really far away. They don't seem to be approaching you in any kind of capacity, as they're just kind of going in whatever trajectory they're on. So, throughout the course of the night, aside from those lights, there doesn't seem to be anything of note.
I think to myself, man, if only I had a spyglass. And take my watch.
As it gets close to morning, that first dawn, I say that first light on the horizon, by the time the sun's come up, those the lights have gone away.
Woohoo.
All right, long rest. Everyone abilities recovered. Woo!
Ooh.
Danny, if you're gonna keep providing food and water, you are gonna be needing to mark off spell slots during the day.
I will be in Halfpen.
All right.
Because I can make 10 good berries and there's 7 potentially of us. So it's at least... Actually, no, good berries for 24 hours. Never mind. I only need to use 1 spell slot for that.
Only
I feel like it's
slot
1
for
and
the
1.
slot. It's only 1 slot for that, and the issue with the water is the containers at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Bucket is doing God's work, but y'all need more buckets.
Like, you could have a literal pool of water in the back of the crate, in the cart that would probably last for a while and sit there just as the 10 gallons just drain out over time. But I'd say for hot climate like this where you need a lot of water, you're probably going to need 2 a day. At least for the time being until you get some more containers. Actually, with how many people you have on a horse, you probably need 2 a day anyway.
1 or 2.
I say 2 a day. For the say two waters, 1 berry.
I can just mark off 3 slots and call it a day.
Yeah. All right. Everyone getting up? everyone get their daily good berry.
We have our good berry. We stand around the bucket as he spawns a bunch of water over us, and it just goes. Boom.
Stand around the bucket in the middle of the cart. And you guys,
Question.
go ahead.
How big is a cart? Sorry, how
Oh,
big is a cart bed?
It's cart size.
it's yeah.
Cart-sized, 5 people can be on it.
A lot of carts are good, like 10 wide and like 10 to 15 long. Sometimes bigger, depending on how much you're supposed to be carrying.
It's decently sized, but you guys don't have the top dog cargo cart.
Oh, what I described as like a lot of like the Oregon Trail kind of style like carts. So not super unreasonable, but like
It was the.
that's also just a thought of what we
afford.
actually have. But I don't know what D&D's base one is.
Yeah, that's the Oregon Trail style is kind of what you guys got though.
Anyway, the purpose of your question is to determine
water creates about 5 gallons of water or something like that.
10.
10 gallons. Okay. The purpose of my question was: could I just create 10 gallons of water and then freeze it, and then melt it as we need it?
You have flash freeze.
I have shape water, which freezes water.
Does it
at
stay
snap freeze.
Does it like require concentration to stay froze or anything?
No, that's a cantrip. It just is for up to a while.
Maybe control water. Oh, not weather.
Oh no, come on, give them control weather. We could really use a bit of a rain shower right now.
Or if water comes down as rain, and that would do the same thing.
Control water. I'm gonna say control weather. You know what? Nah, make the drought worse.
I can freeze water for an hour. It just is instantaneously frozen for an hour. Then I can upcast it or not upcast it, cast again to freeze it for a water. An hour.
And how much water does it do?
An area within 5-foot cube. I don't know how much water I can fit in a 5-foot cube.
So that's kind of weird because you dump the water, and by the time you'd be casting that, most of the water would not be in the cube. It would be on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
They can keep casting it over each area.
Yeah, you can sit there and just cast it. Bam, bam.
I could cast it in the back of the cart, have it form up as a cube with one cast of it, have it freeze as a second cast of it.
We awkwardly have to hold all of our shit that was previously being moved by cart.
Shit, wait a minute.
Listen,
Hold on. This is all. I'll say this is all. So this is also. What is it?
Heavy
It's
as hell?
also. Yeah, it's like water is what? Like it's like 8 pound. It's like 8 pounds per gallon.
roughly, yeah.
I mean, I think your cart holds like 800. Alright, you can freeze it provided that there's no creatures in it. And okay, yeah, so you can cast this and just have the bed of your cart here. Like before most of the water can leak out. I'll give you like half of it essentially, of just because a lot of it's gonna slosh out and run away.
Fair.
As Valyalf's backpack triples in size, and I start to get mad about having to walk everywhere.
You just pressed a hand on Cam's shoulder and leaned down. Like, I'd give him this. I don't know what happened, but he was worried about his bones last night.
I think he said he was going to turn into a slug.
giant snail. Yeah, I found him as a giant snail.
He didn't seem all spiky, right?
No, he wasn't spiky. I'm kind of worried about him, though.
Well, don't let him touch me.
Yeah, I was trying not to.
it's not as hot anymore in the cart.
No one's allowed to ride it.
No, you guys can ride. You guys can ride in it. There's just ice on the bottom of everything.
Can't I just form a little cube in the back? I can change the shape of it. I can form a cube shape. So it's just in a corner.
If you have a 5-foot cube, you're blocking a wall of it. You're just like 5.
You don't need to sit on that wall. It'll make us cool in here. Give us AC. Primitive AC.
There's just 2 of you on one side and then 2 on the other, and an ice block in the middle.
Just me, you, and this ice wall we built between us.
Exactly.
I think it's better than filling a bucket 100 times.
But yeah, the fact that you can form it into a simple shape, so you can form it into a simple shape, so you can take that and then shape it, and then after it's shaped, freeze it.
And then proceed to babysit it the entire time you're traveling. Because he has to recast it.
Every hour.
Every hour.
So you can only have 2 of the effects up at a time, but you only need 2 of the effects.
I don't need any of the other ones.
Alright, so with you guys now having a block of ice that, I mean, if anyone likes to chew on ice cubes, you can sit there and shave some off and chew it.
How big is this ice block?
Within a 5-foot cube. You got a 5 foot. What are you doing, Val?
I'm gonna get me a block of it.
You're gonna lick it?
No, I'm just gonna piece cut off, like a big piece, and just chomp on it.
Okay. Just take a knife and stab some out till you get a chunk.
Who here's ever try to break a jawbreaker?
Been there, done that.
So now, along with there being a block of ice with your trip now, Cam, and you are once forced to relive your Arctic experience slightly of between hot and cold now existing in the same place, and the airflow affecting that greatly. And Val's just sitting over there crunching ice.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking and wondering if I have any dried fruits or anything, though. So, I get what he's doing.
You guys have not asked about extra food provisions or anything for relying on the power of Goodberry.
That's fair. I was just trying to think if I had anything. No, sorry, I'm not saying having them on them. I'm saying, sorry, I should say Salt is wishing kind of situation, because shaved ice, shaving off the ice into the little things and putting some fruit in it sounds exactly like the kind of spoiled ass shit he would have done before.
Quite possibly, but as you guys now continue through with your ice block. As another day goes by, would you like the same watch order?
I wouldn't mind.
I'm fine with that.
No problem with that.
All right.
Can I save a spell slot for making a block of ice?
I mean, considering how much water between 4 of you and a horse needs a day, I'd say you're still gonna need 2 casts of water.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. This is fine.
I gotta say, I'm surprised how much ice you want to know about nearby after the whole bone shiver thing and all that. That's okay.
Ice is comfortable. Thinking about bone shivering is not. I'm chalking it up to the heat. Heat mirages and all that.
Fair enough.
But I said comfortable and familiar. And for your information,
Yeah,
I'm doing the
that's
same
fair.
thing I did last night in giving Val and Cam
Yeah.
dark
Are you
vision.
also are you doing the same thing in being a snail?
No.
Is being a snail your comfort place? Do you feel bonita as a snail?
Being a snail was a necessity. Because snails do not
It's
have
okay.
bones. It was
okay to
necessary to
feel
feel like I
bonita.
had control over my bones.
But did you enjoy your time as a snail?
I mean, I had a nice nap.
If you were to fill it out on a survey,
Fluidly. Say
Alright.
again?
I say if you were to fill it out on a survey, would you recommend being a snail to other people?
Would I recommend it? Sure. But I give it like an 8 out of 10 stars.
10 days, that's pretty good. Alright. So, Salt, you have second watch though,
Yeah.
and this time actually would Danny and Cam have told the other two about the lights that they saw?
Yes.
This is very important because sometimes people get information in this in our groups. Not just this group, but Tabletalkers in general. And then they don't pass that information on.
I wouldn't even think anything about it.
And the lights were just there for last night, someone traveling. Why would you tell anyone? It didn't come bother us.
So
Sounds like they didn't tell me.
So you're not telling them.
No, nothing consequential.
Alright. So Salt, during your watch, you're sitting there, bird on your shoulder, and off in the distance, there are two very small red orbs, very faintly bobbing up and down, ever so slightly moving across the horizon.
Any details I can make out about it?
Not at this distance, it just appears to be two little red orbs.
Anything that pops up in my knowledge have been in a desert area that's kind of like this.
Give me a history check.
Gotcha.
Because they're far enough away to where they're far enough away and they're not giving off enough light to where you can see like what's making it. You just see that there's two very, just tiny little red orbs in the distance.
15?
15? There's a few things that come to mind of it could be possibly someone traveling with some kind of magic. Because how far away you are, you can't really make out a body at this distance or anything. But it is kind of moving up and down like how a person would walk, you could say. So it could be a couple people with some kind of magical light or something. You're, familiar with that a lot more recently. But it could be some kind of maybe perhaps desert wildlife to this area, that maybe it uses the light to attract prey. Or the thing that is probably more concerning, and like you said earlier, of if you see something, probably just ignore it. There is also the chance that it could be some kind of wandering desert spirit or malicious entity. As, you lived in the desert most of your life. Those exist and they suck.
Yeah.
So, of
Was it
the likely possibilities from your experience, there's probably nothing good to come about getting its attention.
But there's also the risk of it coming this way.
For the time being, it does not seem to be getting closer. It seems to be just going pretty left to right across the horizon.
Okay, distance-wise, can I get an idea of how far away it is? Like, just a rough estimate?
Too hard to tell off of just what it is and in the darkness.
Nope, that is fair. Just wanted to try.
Yeah.
Um,
You have like miles of vision when you're in when you're in clear land here, and you know that lights and night in the complete darkness can be seen for miles. So it could be 1,000 feet away, and it could be 2 miles away.
yeah, that's my concern, is I don't have a way of knowing. Just to be certain, I'm gonna look at the bird and think about it for a minute, and then just be like, "Can you?" And just basically give it the idea of like circling camp a ways out, and just periodically checking in with his vision and back into me, then back to me.
Bird will look
I'm
at
not
the
gonna go all
lights.
the way there to look, but I'm gonna like send it all the way off into the distance to look. But I want to make sure that we got at least a good few hundred feet out where the bird can just keep an eye on, and I can steadily check. And if it gets to get closer, we have a better warning system because we'll have 2 points of reference rather than just one.
You have the pact feature where you're good as long as you're on the same plane as it, right?
Yep, as long as I'm on the same plane, we're all set.
Okay. It's gonna look at you. It's gonna look at you and nod, and very, very quietly just caw.
Yeah, that's my worry too.
All right. So it's gonna fly about for the next while, circling and circling. Something that you're noticing from up high is they're pretty damn far. They are slightly getting closer, but it's a if they were to continue on this path, they would like be nowhere near you still. If they were to continue in the straight line that they're on.
Okay, as long as they're going to be getting too close, I'll be all right. I just wanted to, like I said, get that reference point to track in case they pivot.
How close would you like to? Are you just continually getting closer with each little circle around?
Once I'd say we probably hit like up to like maybe 1,000 feet out and just kind of circling the camp periodically. I'd say we're probably all right for that. I don't want to get too close in case that actually gets its attention.
All right. Flying up at around 1,000 feet, they're still a good way off in the distance. Does your bird have any extra supernatural sight thingies?
We've kind of been giving it mine, since it's a more unique than normal one.
I know it can see through magical darkness, but does it have any extra features?
I think if we borrow mine, it sees through non-magical and magical darkness, and then I'm checking to see what else it has. Well, I guess actually it adds 30 feet to that as well.
An extra 30 feet is...
Oh, wind on shoulder. Sorry, wind on shoulder. I get an extra 30 feet. It itself, its biggest thing is being able to like wake me up.
Yeah. So...
Otherwise, it's just my normal stuff.
Okay. 1,000 feet away. You can give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Absolutely. Let's see what I can do. Even with disadvantage, it isn't awful. 15.
15. You're able to tell that it's still pretty damn far away.
Yeah.
But you're not really able to make out anything else about that. Aside from it's really far away still.
Oh yeah. Like I wasn't like you were saying, I wasn't expecting to get anything. It's just me taking it's just Salt taking precautions.
Yeah. But getting towards the end of your shift, bird fly back.
Yeah.
You're good to wake up the next person.
I'll wake up Danny. I mean, yeah, might as well just continue the same route.
Yeah. Get Danny up.
Like, hey, just as you know, there's a couple lights off in the distance. Keep an eye out on them. There's no guarantee it's anything bad, but there's a lot of not good things out there too.
Oh, the pair of red twin walking lights. Are they back?
Yeah, they're back. You saw them before?
I mean, I assume they're just travelers last night.
Well, they're still here tonight.
Walking in from the.
I point in the direction.
He points in a direction. Are the lights going as if they continued walking from the direction we were coming from, or?
So it's still in that same direction that you were originally traveling.
Yeah, just looks like a pair of travelers trying to go happens to be going in the same direction we are going. Maybe we should call them over and travel together.
No, I think that'd be a bad idea.
Joy, you don't just trust
We're traveling.
travelers.
We were traveling all day, and they're in the exact same spot that you were thinking of from last night.
They're not the exact same spot, but they're traveling in the same direction. Which means they're traveling in the same direction. And we're just traveling by the power of Abaddon Force. There's only 2 of them. They could be traveling by horseback as well.
I still wouldn't call them over that. It's a little odd. Especially because their path, the path they're on is not mirroring ours. It would be a different one. So that's also another reason why I'm not so keen on it. But just keep an eye out on it, I guess.
Do you want me to go check it out?
No, don't do that. We don't want any extra attention on it. Just keep an eye on it. If they come towards us, then we can worry about it.
Okay.
No point in going out and looking for a fight we don't need, you know?
I guess that makes sense. Have a good rest.
You too. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. I think it takes all a minute more to go to sleep than normal because, well, nerves don't like that, but otherwise, he's gonna trust them to do what they need to.
All right. Danny, unless you have any plan to do, you're able to see the lights doing the same thing they were. They're just moving along.
Moving along, not doing anything. I'm just sitting here watching them.
All
and
right.
watching my surroundings.
You are good to go through your shift until Cam then.
Same thing. I'm gonna go wake up Cam. Hey, Cam, time to get up. You alive in here? I say as I kick his foot.
Clearly goes along. It's cold. Snake is sleepy.
You can make a bonfire?
No.
Oh, right. No, you can't make bonfire. Because bonfire is light. Are you okay?
Just do the vision thing and go to bed.
Salt is worried about the lights that are over there. Because there's lights are back again. So I thought I should let you know.
Okay.
That's all that's worried about it. That's concentration. Never mind. Okay. Vision. Have a good night. I say as I walk off to go lay down.
Right, Cam.
Hi.
Anything you wish to do out of the ordinary, or just guard?
Survive.
All right.
Now there's a fucking ice block over there.
Perfect for sleeping with.
Ice block should be gone by now.
Unless you made another one with your second casting.
Which I would have made a second one with the second casting.
I like to picture he goes over for his couple hours during watch and refreezes it, and then once he got like in the middle of his shift, or say Cam just hears the sploosh of water of the block just all unfreezing what's left of it.
He's just internally thankful that the days are quite as dry as they are.
As things go by peacefully for the rest of your night,
I have no whatevers.
all right, everyone gets woken up. Same verse, continuing on travel. So, Thad,
Yes.
roll me a d20, please.
It's like at this point we're either gonna fast forward or we're just gonna
7.
No.
That's what he got. And I don't have a tiny hut to hide us in this time.
So,
No, I don't like that.
Happy don't.
as you guys continue in your travel, say you guys continue in your travels, navigating through the desert it's kind of a pain of just going through the sand, and sometimes, say occasionally you come to dunes or large cracks and divots that aren't really conducive for a cart to go through. End up having to navigate around some, trying to veer back, get things straightened. There is something you come across as you're able to see off in the distance as you guys get up towards the top. That's not how you talk. A slow, going up a slow slope, I should say, of the sand. You guys are able to see a few corpses in the distance. They're either corpses or there's someone passed out, but people passed out in the middle of the day in the desert aren't usually long for this world. But there appears to be 2 bodies face down in the sand, several hundred feet away.
If only we had a spyglass.
If only you had a spyglass.
Running so hard right now.
I
How do they
know.
look? Like just dead, desiccated? They've been there a while, or like
Are you
have come out to collapse?
Well,
are you getting close to go investigate?
hold on. Bird.
Ka? It'll start flying over towards the bodies.
I'll take a look
So-
through his hats.
So they say so. They look, one partially desiccated already, which is a bit unnatural, as in this kind something like those carrion birds or insects would usually get to things first like this, and judging by the blood that's still on the sand, and getting closer with the bird, you're able to see it looks like they have been torn apart. It looks like they're face down, so you can't fully see the wounds, but it looks like from how much blood is on the sand beneath them, that something has caused a major damage to either their chest or stomach, somewhere. And just on the front that you can't see at the moment.
And they're not
this-
being eaten like they should be. They're desiccated?
They're unnaturally desiccated, and the blood has not completely soaked into the sand and completely gone away. This is something that has happened within the last few hours.
Like, desiccated, does this give me like a vibe of like a maybe undead thing? You can tell me no, absolutely, anytime I ask this.
I was just trying to think about it. It's one of those things of because Salt has a lot of life experience, and this falls into an area that like he's had experience with of a lot, living in the desert mostly, and around around supernatural fucks.
Sounds to me like they've been
Or if-
drained.
But
That's what I'm kind of wondering. Well, I wouldn't say
yeah.
draining because there's a lot of waste.
But yeah, it looks like something has recently murderized them in some kind of way, and something unnatural has happened to them.
Okay, well, less than great news. We got something weird out here. That whoever got that poor bastard is doing, well, less than healthy things to people. This is in the same direction we saw the lights last night.
It is.
And now I'm even less stoked about the lights. I'm less excited about the lights being around.
Does that mean those are the guys who had the lights and they died because they were left there?
Or this is somebody who came across the lights. I don't know how many things and stories you got in the woods and forests from where you're at, but where we're from in the desert, things like that aren't good things.
Quick and dirty, see if they have anything that we should have, set them ablaze for just in case purposes, and then move on.
Yeah, and be real fucking careful when we get close if we do. You never know what'll pop up and looks dead and isn't dead.
All right. You guys are able to approach, park the carriage. How would you like to attempt to poke the body or prod and see, like you said, to make sure it's not dead? Or
Mage hand, 30 feet.
I have my bow out and ready. I do not like this.
mage hand poke the body? Mage hand, giving the body a little, shrug on the shoulder or anything, it does not move. Like, no reaction.
A water splash some of it for some of the water that we have from the ice block.
Take a bucket and yeah. Oh. No reaction.
I think they're dead. I think they're very dead.
Abaddon seems a bit uncomfortable, Danny.
Uncomfortable? Why?
And it seems uncomfortable around those bodies, like it doesn't want to go any closer.
They have
Seems agitated in the area.
if they have packs that the mage hand might be able to get off and then jump onto the ground.
How far away? How far away are we from?
About 30 feet. I'm gonna be at the edge of the mage hand.
Divine sense.
Divine sense. So there's
Trust
nothing.
muffle.
There's nothing active at the moment, but the two bodies have been desecrated. It is, as you said, pretty much popping your divine sense. filling the area, there's something very twisted and gnarled. It gives you a kind of sick to your stomach sort of feeling on those two bodies in particular. And there's something ever so faintly that you're picking up now on Salt Dress.
Is it the same feeling I'm getting from the bodies?
It's similar, but significantly weaker. Salt dresses would be like, something feels off about, like something tasted a little funny there. The ones on the body are like, I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Slightly tainted.
You said that towards me or towards that?
Oh no, that was above game.
Oh, above game. Sorry.
But that is what you have for your divine sense. And to answer your question, Erica, mage hand is what? 5 pounds?
Like 10, but like Drew awkwardly dragging and just like shoving is what I'm trying to do.
It's one of those where you can like take a minute and kind of like, you can't really get the packs. You can't really like get the packs off of them, but you can like open the pack and have the hand sort of just like open it up, start grabbing their shit out and dragging it out.
Just pull it out and drop to see if there's anything we need.
Looks you're pulling out spare clothes. Looks like food. Looks like food rations.
We're not taking this.
They got canteen. They have canteens on them you could take. They have a knife, a small like cooking set. They have 7 gold and 5 silver.
They can keep those. If it doesn't look like we need anything that we're getting out of this. To the grip.
Yeah, there's nothing remarkable there aside from pretty much just travel gear.
Do you not want the canteens?
Not if they're cursed and or gross.
Val,
Dump them out,
did you-
clean them up.
hold on, Val, you activated Divine Sense. You didn't say if you were relaying anything, because you said...
Yeah, I was there. I was gonna relay.
Yeah. Relay them.
You seem to have something off with you.
I'm not gonna lie, it might have just been me, but I didn't hear hardly anything there.
You're
seem to have-
coming in quiet.
Something seems. You have something on you. I don't know what it is, though.
Something on me?
Val's eyes glowing that silvery blue when he's been using his more newly awakened powers.
What do you mean by something on me?
Slight taint of or something.
Like a taint?
Tainted.
Okay.
Well, then I guess
Less
I'll
than
do
excited to
my
hear that.
part.
You're just burning the bodies while they're talking.
Well, no, if it's like, oh, there's something up with Sultrus, then I'll be like, oh, I'll give him a lesser restoration. It's all I got. If it's a disease, he'll be fine. If it's more, then it's 3rd level spell. Don't have.
Alright. Would you like to use Divine Sense again to see if that fixed him?
I can do that.
As you activate it again, your eyes flare up once more. It's still on him.
Still there.
I tried.
What does it look like or feel like?
That's not exciting to hear. I have the same question if you don't mind answering.
What was it described as again? Like,
Like a knot in your stomach, like a pit there of just something is wrong.
like having a pit in your stomach.
That doesn't help narrow anything down, unfortunately.
Well, speaking of stomachs, I'm gonna set fire to those things and then we can get a move on.
Yeah, I like that plan. I really like that plan instead.
Do I remember
Alright.
if Salt came into contact with anything?
He's got the mark of Loki on him. You found him at the bottom of a mountain, broken.
And then, of course, there's the whole undead dungeon thing we went through. Dying.
Who Salt is the only one who failed that and also died inside of it. Who was the only one who failed the mental checks amongst your party.
He did die inside the basement.
Maybe it was from your death earlier.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Still not exciting to hear.
Oh.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, I guess practical things we can handle. I agree with Cam. We should burn the bodies and get a move on.
Alright. If no disagreements, Cam, you are good to ignite the bodies and get back in the cart and carry on. As through the next day passes, getting back towards the riverbed a bit more, you are able to find what looks to be probably what those birds were talking about, or what the bird was talking about, as there is a bit of a larger drinking pool where you can definitely tell that it's lower than it normally would be, as you can see the indentation of the ground of where the water would normally sit. There's a small little grove of trees around, definitely a good resting spot for shade, and you are able, let's see, there is at the moment no fruit around. It's probably out of season. Cam, there's something that does catch your eye a little of. It does appear to be some kind of desert snake in one of the trees. Currently actively crawling up it.
I've mentally noted it.
Okay.
Snake spotted.
As you guys are going by, you don't actively need to stop for water. There is shade if you want to take a moment to, obviously you have to give Abaddon water every now and then. Shade is a good spot to do so. Cam, that snake has gone up the tree and it looks like it has acquired bird egg.
Need to adopt a pet. It'll just die. Or it will suffer with me.
I'm going to take you out of your natural environment to experience things you were never intended to. You will suffer every step along the way.
Do I have unlimited animal friendships of snakes? Yes. Do I need to do this? No.
Should I use them? No. But Sensei, getting here is a good spot. Would you like to rest here for a little while, or just carry on? Carry on.
You think that this is the place where that bird was talking about?
No, I mentioned the riverbed, I think.
I said going up the riverbed.
Yeah.
And
So,
nearby.
The other way?
I mean, we can double check to be sure, but
Like
I don't
our
know.
map
I don't know if this is what
directions.
they're doing.
And where the fuck this river goes or doesn't go when it doesn't exist is a little foggy in my head right now. If it's obviously wrong, it's obviously wrong.
It shouldn't be obviously wrong. There is also the fact of there could be multiple spots like this along little pools of water.
It's
And,
more of a, if we think this might be it, let's have the guy who was just like, that felt weird, do another thing.
I mean, yeah, that works for me.
Do that again? He's done it twice. Can you do it a third time?
He's got 1+ charisma modifier.
I thought it might be proficiency bonus.
No, that's a little thing.
Like if this entire thing is basically a breeding ground for Guk, then it might be better if it's eradicated in some way, shape, or form.
Would you like to pop your ability again? Val.
I can do it one more time.
Hey, Val?
Yep.
There's something in the water.
What kind of feeling am I getting?
It's very similar to... Well, it's very similar to what was on those bodies.
Think whatever one of those bodies is in that water.
Just one something, a bunch of something. Does he get a quantity or quality?
Only one. Only one.
It says look at any celestial fiend or undead with a deep
I was giving you
pine total cover.
I was giving you the desecrated feeling thing too.
Oh,
The unhallowed type deal.
getcha. Just
So there's something under the water there.
Does the water itself seem okay, or does it just have something bad in it?
something bad in it.
Think we can get it out?
Maybe.
You want to just get rid of the water?
Can you put
About
the
10
water
about
back?
10 It's about 10 feet deep where it's at, Val.
That does sound like maybe too much to put the water back.
Yes.
I've got rope. You got a hook?
What exactly are we trying to get up? You
Something
know?
in the water. I don't know if they said what.
He doesn't know what it is, he just knows there's a something.
Do you know generally where it is?
10 feet deep.
Can I
That way.
take a peek around for any signs of what it might be? Like, even if not necessarily like, oh, this exact identity, just like hints, or like it might be a little bit like this, like a little bit like that.
You know what? Give a nature check.
Okay.
Well, they're debating on how they can get whatever's out there.
Would this fall into the one thing that gives me proficiency for like the oddities and all that creepy creatures?
No. This falls.
Just
This
for
just
debating.
falls more under this desert stuff.
Okay, I didn't know since it showed up on his, and that was actually like the whole cast of things I have effects for. All right.
Just for debating things, and we can you have advantage from
No.
debating what items could be if it's a creature.
No, you're debating stuff over there while he's looking around.
All right. Also a 15. 15 seems to be the hot number for me tonight.
All right.
Which I'll take.
Salt.
I don't like
So-
that. How you pausing?
There's a few things that you're able to walk around while they're debating, and you find some drag marks near the water of a pretty good size, like an animal has dragged something into the water, or or itself, just slid into the water.
Okay.
There's also a couple decent-sized piles of dung around the area.
So it's a fairly large animal.
It's a fairly large animal. And looking at the marks, you have a feeling it might resemble you.
Oh, so it looks like a giant. It looks like there's some kind of affected crocodile in here.
That's what you're getting off of what you're able to find around the area. This looks like croc signs.
But obviously something else is slightly off because Val's picking it up.
Correct.
Okay, so whatever it is, I'm gonna guess base off it's some kind of crocodile. I would say as I make my way back. There's a lot of signs of it, but if Val's picking it up, I'm gonna guess it's not like normal. Which, if so, that makes the third animal I've encountered that's not doing what they normally do.
So if you think it's alive, we could probably just bait it out.
I have every indicator that it is alive and hunting still.
I mean, if it's alive and we think it's an animal, we can just call it out.
I don't know, Animal Whisperer.
Maybe ask it to come out nicely.
That's something you got up your sleeve. Yeah, let's do it.
This
Although I'm
isn't
gonna keep
gonna
a little-
end with it being happy. So you know.
No.
Kind of don't want to do that then. I'm casting Secret Animal
All right.
and making vague noises. Hey, Is anybody in there? And by there, I mean this water pit pool thing.
How close you going to the edge?
It's just an important question.
Because otherwise it's like, hey, how are you? Whoa.
Hey, how you fit? Clunk.
I'm not moving any closer from
He gets
trapped
creepily
in.
seen.
I currently am at. I don't want to get any closer to it.
No response from under the water.
That's a good point. Now, as you say, that it is under the water. Can I just use shape water to freeze a large chunk of the water next to the shore
Yeah.
and then walk up behind that?
As in, you want to shape it into a cube and then freeze it, or you just want to freeze the cube in the ground?
I want to freeze the cube in the ground so that it's like anchored to the shore.
Okay.
But it's a cube in front of me, 5 feet into the water, 5 feet deep.
Sandy
Okay.
shore.
Yes, we'll find out if it's within 5 feet deep of you in just a moment.
A soft, soft sandy shore.
You stepping on the cube?
No, I'm not stepping on the cube.
You're just making a cube there.
I'm just making a cube so I can get closer without risking it, jumping out at me.
I don't.
But you're not stepping on the cube getting closer.
No, but I wasn't sure if it would jump out if I stepped up to the shore line. So I wanted to block the exit to the shoreline that I'm at.
Okay. You have made a cube. Nothing seems to have happened.
And a cube disappointment.
Is water foggy? And by foggy, I mean
It's that
Not
sort of
deep.
brown. It's that sort of brown, murky. Visibility is not really a thing in it.
It dirty.
water doesn't normally flow
Keep an eye out for movement, like to be able to
Could I make it
possibly warn
flow?
them.
straight down.
What's that?
So water
Sorry.
normally doesn't flow straight down. Should I just make it flow straight down? So try to clear the top layers of its murkiness. In a cube using shape water.
I feel like that would just move the wall, circulate the water in the area, making it more murky.
Not if it's going down to a
Loose
season.
With loose soil, like loose sandy stuff like this, about the only way to get it to settle, I think, is to still the water.
Which it,
And then
it's already
let it settle.
it's already stilled here too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, something stirred it up.
Which is why I don't want to get any closer to the water than I currently am. You said it was like you, right? So
I said it was like a crocodile. Do you know what a crocodile is?
Danny would not actually have a reason to know what a crocodile is.
would I know what a hippo is?
Also, no.
I feel like it was very safe. You don't know what a crocodile is. I feel like you would know what a hippo is.
So, how's peace working?
Well, peace doesn't work when you can't talk to the thing you're trying to talk to. Or if they don't want to listen.
Do you have a part 2?
Part 2, drag it out.
Is that your part 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you have something you want to do.
At this point, I'm more curious.
Now I have to ask. Wait a second. Do I have to ask?
Probably better you do.
Probably better I do. I was going to ask, what creatures would I know of from being up as north as I am? And by creatures in this case, I mean aquatic creatures. And that's
Uh,
when hey, can I just turn into a narwhal and then jump in? Or a whale?
do you have? Oh, I don't think you have
I do have
swim
some-
speed things. You do?
We're level 4, he does.
How big are narwhals?
Why-
Narwhals are a variety of sizes, I guess, depending on the age category, but like 10,
Narwhals are
15
listed.
feet?
Narwhals are listed as a category. Oh, sorry, that's a giant narwhal. Never mind. I didn't need giant narwhal. I needed normal narwhal.
Also, again, remember, size category doesn't have anything to do with his ability in this one, besides maybe if it fits in the water.
It's a whale
well,
variation.
And the CR, and the CR.
The giant narwhal is a CR4. That's why I went. Oh.
Oh, fair. I was gonna say in the CR, yeah. I thought about that after I said it.
Why? I
turned
love
into
the
a
questions
fish.
I'm seeing.
Jumps.
Why are there no whales in 5th edition?
That does raise a good question for like what animals would he like interact with a lot. Like the area you described was like kind of like very Eurocentric style.
Yeah, so for Danny, it'd be you'd have fish.
Maybe otters.
Like you'd have a variety of fish. Yes, things like otter.
I don't know if they have otters, but like weasels and stuff maybe. I don't know if there's otters in Europe actually.
You'd have bears.
None of those
the
are
climate, if
aquatic
not the
enough that I
location.
want to go jump into.
I feel like you'd have different like weasels and stoats and stuff that are very aquatic.
Yeah, you'd have like small aquatic mammals available.
And then yeah, like fish and stuff are there.
I don't want to be anything small. I want to be something
Turtles?
big that I can't just get grabbed up and swallowed.
Like a giant badger.
Like a giant badger. But also,
Isn't there like a giant snapping turtle?
I don't know if those go up super far north.
Snapping turtles can be pretty diverse area. I suppose it depends on where he is at north. If he's in like frozen tundra north, I get it. I didn't realize he was in frozen tundra. I thought that was Val. I thought he was further. I thought Danny was further south than that.
Think of Danny like Germany
two
north.
from Alaska.
Yeah, Germany north would have large turtles.
Yeah. Think of Danny like upper Germany upper Germany type area.
Yeah, they can definitely have turtles.
Hey,
Watch
could be
him
a turtle.
shift into something aquatic and jump into the water that we said is desiccated with a giant predator in it.
I'm aware. This man's making his choices.
I am. How about an octopus? Octopi live in.
See,
I mean, yeah,
octopi-
actually, if you were
in
landlocked.
oceans.
I say, but do they live in rivers and streams?
No. Not a base. Not unless you put freshwater ones in this
Majority of time.
Which actually is a super cool discussion, but that's not important on stream.
I have not thought about freshwater cephalopods.
Well, now I am.
Well, we're going
That's gonna
this
be
way.
fascinating.
We need to get this thing out there had turned into, what if I just use Flaming Sphere again?
Does that work underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine it would make it very uncomfortable very quickly.
Are you doing such while they're pondering?
Nah, because
Aquatic
Danny's doing
only.
something and I don't want to boil him to death.
So, Daddy, are we
I
any
have this look
closer?
on my face, thinking of what animal I'm trying to turn into. Because at this point, they probably recognize this look.
He's doing it. I'm not going to stop him.
Oh no.
What would be? Do you know any big water animals that can just, I don't know, disturb this pond? and not be swallowed.
I mean, catfish get pretty big.
Canfish?
Catfish can get like 10 and 15 feet long.
Yeah, no, there's some big fish up in your area. Fish, you could definitely be a big fish.
You don't fuck with the big catfish.
Brown bear is you can be. What's your CR that you can be up to?
Technically, one is
Four.
level, I think.
No, 1/2.
Is it 1/4? I thought it was your level divided by 3.
No, that's for me.
It's yours divided by.
Mine is just 1/2, even 1/2.
Oh, that is rough. I thought it continued to climb.
Today's
It
edition
does go up
of
to 1.
How
at
Dare You
eighth,
Not
but
Pick Moon Druid.
Oh well, you could be. You could be a black bear. Black bears are half CR, as I look at its stat page.
you make a good point. But I'm not doing that either because that's still risky.
Oh, you're
So
flat
I'm just
1/2.
gonna walk back to everyone else.
That's rough.
After
One idea, but I don't think it will work. But I'm going to try it anyway.
after like 5 minutes of standing there just pondering, everyone in suspense, you just walk back away from the water. What is your other idea?
I'm gonna cast Silent Image of myself as I walk towards the water. Then I'm gonna use Shape Water to tap and make little splashes.
All right,
Concentration, right?
hang on.
Shape Water is instant.
Yeah.
It's instant. He can only have 2 effects going at a time.
Right now, Ice Block in the cart is Ice Block in the cart. It doesn't need to be molded. It's already Ice Block. It's fine.
Well, now you have an ice block on the ground as well.
I'll get rid of
I
it. I don't need that Ice Block.
Yeah.
Ice block in the water, gotten rid of. So are you just making, if I'm understanding correctly, you're wanting to put an illusion of you at the shore, and then splashing water.
Then start splashing water.
All right.
As illusion of me starts waving his hand through the water, I'm splashing where my hand is. Just try to make an illusion of me as if I'm messing with the water.
Wait, how do you have silent image?
Feet.
Huh?
I have it through a feet. I have it through Shadow Touched.
Oh, that's right. Silent. My brain was thinking silent image was a I was thinking of cantrip, not. I was thinking of minor illusion. Yes.
Silent Image is the one that you can move and it moves along like it's actually moving if it's a creature.
Yeah, it's a
Or-
first level. Yeah, first level spell. Yeah. Okay. So it's moving along there, and while you have that going, you have the splashing, and well, your suspicions, Salt, are confirmed as a large crocodile burst out of the water and just snaps through the legs of the illusion.
See, there we go.
Anything weird with it?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, as right after it snaps, it immediately recoils back into the water.
Yeah, that part.
Cool. Well,
Freeze the water before it can get back in.
Can you what?
Can I freeze the water behind it before it can get all the way back in?
Its body how far? Let's see, its body takes up parts of the water that it's in. You can't freeze within. As I hit back to see how far away.
Did it fully emerge to attempt to grab him?
It seems
If
like
it didn't fully emerge about it. I got a roll for you when you're ready.
Yeah, no, it did not. It did not fully emerge. It basically just head up, try to grab, back
And his
down.
spell can't do shit.
Yeah.
Have 30 feet.
You'd be placing a block of ice floating in the top of it, essentially. Like just
That's stays floating. It's not anchored.
Doesn't
Yeah.
do anything. And I can't see the bottom, so I can't anchor it to the bottom.
Okay, what is your roll, Matt?
17.
17?
Gotta love getting a fucking charisma added to my perception because of the bird.
It's such a weird thing, but it is neat because the bird's just there on your shoulders. There. Not gonna lie, I half expected you to throw the bird into the water and see what happened.
Yeet.
Listen, so far, Bird and I have had a mutual understanding where I don't actively try to kill it, and we get along. We're obviously stuck, so I'm trying not to be a dick to it.
$17. You only caught it for a glimpse. A glimpse there. I mean,
If I don't get details, I get it. I just had to try.
it looked big, but you don't like it looked like more muscular than what you're used to seeing, like a crocodile, but you don't know if that's a regional thing or.
But I don't see anything importantly, like, I don't see anything like, why the fuck does it have bone spikes moments?
Yeah, you don't get anything like that directly off of that brief moment.
Okay, that's kind of what that like obviously fucked up thing is what I was more concerned about with Solve for this glimpse, honestly, if everything going on.
Yeah. It's not anything outright fucked up that you were able to see in the brief, couple seconds of it. Head up, snap, back down.
That's good.
Reminder for above table, there were 2 dead bodies that had the brain function, the taint on them that seemed like they had been desecrated.
Yep. Yep, that's a good point. Just turn back to him. Is this the same kind of shit you thought on the bodies?
Yes.
Okay, so it might have been this thing. Or whatever did it to them has been through here and done something to this area.
Or it ate something
Lovely.
that had it, but either way, get it out of there. Everything, and then purify the water if we can.
Yeah, there's not a lot of water in the desert, and that's pretty damn important for a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
So the illusion didn't get it out fully. We'd have to have something in hand to see if we could get it to fall again and pull it back more, or keep it stuck out, or something to make it come farther out.
Or we can just get rid of
All of these answers involve us potentially getting dead, I feel like.
If we're going to purify the water anyway, might as well just get rid of all the water and with it, and then
Can
replace
you
the water.
reform the water? That's quite a lot of water.
It is quite a lot of water.
You
It will
make-
take all day.
Not that much water.
Robert, how big is this pool?
All day.
This pool, you got a good 30-ish feet across.
And at least 10 down.
Oh, hey, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here a couple of days with your spells. Above game math wise, we'd be here for a couple of days, if not more, just to try and refill this thing,
30 feet.
or just to try and destroy this thing and then refill it.
I can just move the water elsewhere. Create a little divot over there with
Hey,
Badger.
you
Move water 5 feet at a time. 5 feet at a time. 5 feet cube at a time. And that would take much less time.
Takes so much time.
It would take less time than destroying it all and then refilling it.
Yeah, but then also still another several days to refill it.
and get
Oh,
rid of the
sorry.
hole that could possibly drain into.
Hey, Val.
And then we still have corrupted water.
We just gotta kill the big thing in there, right?
That's
Get it out of there.
We're starting with that. You have something that could keep it out of the water? Like a big-ass hook or equivalency?
I swear to God, if you raise your hands right now, Val, and just hold them out.
That's what he's doing.
You feel like doing that?
I could do that. Quick question. I don't think I've ever done it. I've never used the wings underwater, have I?
Probably not yet. No. It's a pretty recent thing. So actually, no.
I'm gonna take a gander and be like, I'm pretty sure my wings could act like fins.
Don't go swimming.
Ever seen a flying fish?
Don't go swimming. Does somebody have something that can
Please don't,
get it
please
back
don't.
to the
Please don't
top
get
of the
in
water?
with it.
I mean, I can.
I can
It's over there for one, too. I can just turn into something, have it bite me, and then stop it.
do very little.
What? Looks at the box.
What are you doing?
The box.
A music box. I have this.
Val
Please
pulling
don't.
out.
Please
Val
don't.
pulling out the gold cube music box.
No. We're trying to
Every
fix
now
this
and then
place.
I let other
Boris.
people problem solve, and this is kind of
Yeah, no, we're not trying to. Please don't do that. We're trying not to make this place worse.
How do we get rid of this possibly desecrated creature that might be ruining this pit of water? Let's throw this strange object that has something wrong with it that was given to us by some forest fae that made us play meat instruments.
that'll handle it.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Here, let me kill this corruption with a bit of corruption.
It's fighting fire with fire. Also, I
Yeah,
had
and
fun.
you know how often that works? Not well, and not very often, because guess what? This is fire!
While you were
Mike's
looking,
right.
while you were looking, I added a little more corruption. And now,
Alright,
and now
let's
you
go
can
to
add
the edge of the pond. We act like a struggling animal. Would come and
Can I
feast,
set up a
right?
snare with some rope?
I have lots of rope.
Like, can I use rope to try looking at this and try to set up like a proper like snare that might be able to at least slow this creature down, even if not fully contain it?
It's big, so it's questionable.
It's absolutely questionable. That's why I was gonna say, even if it's like using multiple ropes to set up and just try to like basically, when it lunges, get it tangled so it's tied to the trees, so at least part of its body is stuck out of the water.
So go over to a tree, tie some rope, start setting up a snare.
I'm just trying something, man.
Right.
You can start. This is
Ropes
gonna-
actually have a surprising amount of strength to them, so it may also break it. I'm just hoping to slow it down for a moment at least, you know?
Okay, Seltris, you tell me whenever you're done with that. Val, how do you feel confident in your reaction speed?
Also, it may help him.
I've cut hairs with his hand.
Cool. Tell me whenever you think it's time and that thing's about to come for you. I'll make you big. And then you can fight on equal terms.
Have you done that before yet?
Yeah. I think I've made Val big before.
Also, why you
Done with giant badger.
Al got made big. Danny, you said you're going to be a giant badger?
No, he's made a giant badger before as well.
Yes. Alright, so Salt, you're setting up a snare. You're getting a tying, you're taking a few minutes to sit there and get something set up.
I've been here for
Please give me a dexterity check.
Okay. Okay, really random possibility. Completely honest, completely fair. If you tell me no, we have the tinker thing for all of his little traps and shit that he did for other people. Does this work for that, or is this just full dexterity? Please tell me no if that's unfair. I absolutely agree.
I'm going with full dexterity on this is literally just rope.
That's fair. Well, ropes and dots and stuff is a talent. That's why I have to ask. But I had to try it. That's a no.
Is it a special kind of no?
It's a special kind of 7.
And falls in
All
the
right
lake.
then. As in a 7 on the
I swear to God,
dot?
I'm actually, yeah, it is. That's why I said it's a special kind of 7. I swear to God, I'm actually good at this stuff. Normally above game.
As you're
But that isn't thing.
all right. You think you've got everything set up, secured, tight. Looks like you've got something set up there you think will work.
I don't like that, but okay, it's gonna get me later. I know it's gonna get me later.
It's gonna get Val soon. On your go.
Alright.
My other,
How far away from the water is everyone standing?
I've gotta be within 30 of Val. Val's gonna touch it, so close.
yeah, enough to get decide on it.
Danny?
I should be close as well, in case something will happen. I have
How
no
close?
reason to be. So I'm just gonna be standing next to wherever Cam is. Yeah. That would worst case scenario, can grab Val. Best case
So
scenario, don't need to.
So how far away from the water are you gonna be?
Wherever Cam is. So
Cam,
close.
how far away from the water are you gonna be?
Realistically, 25 on the side of Val.
Alright. So we have 3 people that are sitting 25 away, and then Val's gonna be walking up.
Yeah.
I'll hit the. I'll be in between, like a good in between them in case I need to go forward, because I'm realizing, unfortunately, I'm the second strongest person here physically, and that is not great. But better to have someone who might be able to help. And I don't
No.
like it, but here we are.
Don't worry, I've got Twin Spell and you're in front of me.
Two can play at big crocodile.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna death roll it. There we go.
Hell yeah.
So Val, how would you like to initiate attempting to summon this forth from the water?
It's gonna take my hand. Oh wait, I have my extra turns, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do that.
You just gonna throw it in the water?
Like repeatedly, just bloop, bloop, bloop. So it seems like
Slash.
something is struggling because I'm throwing it fast as fuck, boy.
So like rather than hard tossing it, you're just kind of like light, like just kind of underhand, just like chuck it, let it come back underhand.
Like relatively in the same spot, so it seems like it's
Yeah.
probably like struggling right there.
All right. A couple moments go by. You know, I think we're good to go through this. It's right at 11, but I think we're good to go through this.
Unless this is the crocodile from hell, we should be fine.
It's one of those things where there could be a beautiful mishap string of 1s, 2s, and 7s.
Yes. If we die, we die.
Marked in at level 4 because we all lost to a goddamn crocodile.
All right. So, the alligator is going, or say the crocodile, is going to immediately lunge out and emerge. Are you,
That's
The only
signal.
the only declared action that I have for being held is Twin Cast Enlarge.
Yes. I'm assuming he's gonna try to grapple.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, we did establish this whole thing on Val grappling it. I kind of just want to. Can I have one ready to shoot it?
You can, unless you're going to try anything with the snare, but that should be self-activating.
I was going to say, I think the snare's kind of self-activating if something lands on it.
It'll
Can't
do
really
something.
do much, maybe. Yeah, it's going to do something, all right. It's probably going to be me or Val. That's above
All right.
game.
Yeah, you can hold action to shoot it. So, Danny, anything from you?
Don't think there's anything I can do to help this situation. So no.
You could be a giant snail for moral support.
I was going to say catch Shillelagh for self-protection, but you know.
You know what? Can I just guiding bolt it for help to help out?
Yes.
You know what you could do? You could ponder if its bones shiver. Yours? You are
Or
dealing
did
with a weird thing.
give foul guidance.
You could give Val guidance.
I'm going to give foul guidance and question.
But you're going to question your bones?
Now, question what I'm going to do with Salt as he is currently standing in front of me.
All right. So
What?
you now have, as it's jumping out, Cam, sitting there, ready to sit in there, rubbing your hands, getting the magic juices flowing, twin cast, enlarge, as you have a large Val and a large Salt Dress. All right. Athletics check versus Crocodile from Val.
Does the being giant increase that?
Advantage.
Okay.
Does it give advantage if they're the same size?
It just gives advantage on strength checks. Blanket.
Ah.
And saves.
Crocodile also have advantage.
I'm not enlarged. Well, that one does, pointing at Doldris. The other one's just big.
That's going to be
Yeah, because it's a check, you can roll a d4 for guidance.
Yep. All right. 1, 2, and 7. As a reminder. It does not sound like he's had that, though, as he's doing math.
22.
All right. Salt, take your shot.
I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I'm nervous now, but I've already committed.
We get shot in the leg.
Your weapon is going to deal an extra d4 damage.
Yeah, I remember the bit. Plus 13?
13? So,
No, 14. Sorry, 14, because it's 8 plus 6. I did that wrong.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Yeah.
That is correct. So, that hits.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know with big scaly guy, his hide might have a higher AC. Well, that's exciting. I deal 6 points of damage as I roll 2 ones on my damage die.
Thunk as Val, Val, you hunch down, getting ready to grapple this thing, as it comes out, jaws open, and you manage to just, before it can do anything, just grab a hold of it, like lunge forward and grab a hold it around the neck. Because I rolled it's not a 2, but I rolled a 3 on the die for its grapple. Or for its check against you.
See, look, a new handhold.
Now,
No, we could just stop.
we have something that needs to happen here. And we have a group around this. So, I need Matt,
No.
give me a D4. Give me a D4.
Oh. 2?
Gonna throw up at lunch.
Said 2?
2?
2. So it's coming out. Val, you should be really good at this. It's a strength check. I guess it'd be a saving throw in this case.
You also have advantage on it.
Val, strength. You got a strength save with advantage.
Oh, it's gonna fucking death roll, isn't it?
No, it's not what it's doing.
No, the snare, it's the idea of you running into the snare instead of it.
That's 18.
18. You are good as. You made a snare, but the snare was not calculated for over 1,000, over 1,000 pounds of Val.
Listen, I can only do so much math.
As the snare goes off, and it tightens some, and then you notice something as Val's just stuck there in the sand and mud with the creature he is grappling. As the combined weight of them, it's now just kind of there around his feet and legs.
German
It's
suplex.
not actively pulling him.
What is there?
Complete the arch.
So, combat at this point almost feels useless, but we're going to start because there's highly unlikely this makes it past round 2. So with prepared actions going off from everyone, which included unfortunately the crocodile's attack, and it only I didn't ask, but I don't think a 14 hits Val.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So, let's get a quick round of initiative, and what will probably be a few guiding bolts.
It's held.
And
Shoot it.
a Norse,
Done.
and a Norseman grappling it.
I didn't even get mentioned in that, but that's okay.
I don't know.
Just want to go hit it with a stick.
So,
Should have enlarged you.
something that you guys can notice now that Val's holding it partially out of, something you guys can notice now that Val's holding it partially out of the water is this thing is rippling with muscle to where you can see some of its scales are pulled apart and its flesh is pulled taut in places.
The beefiest.
Oh, good. It is unhealthy.
It doesn't look like this is natural. This looks, like Matt just said, unhealthy. Think like Devil Joe style, to where it looks like it's about to burst in places.
Gross.
Something smells of vinegar.
All right. Anyone above? So what do we have above 20?
21.
All right. So no one else above 20.
Nope.
Is anyone at 20? I know you guys like to be pedantic about this sometimes. All right.
No, not for me.
Yeah. 19 to 15?
18.
I'm 15.
There we go. Matt, are you anywhere in there?
I'm a 7.
Okay. So we have Val at 18, Danny at 15, and then Salt at 7. Fitting, Matt. Very fitting.
Which, by the way, is not a failure for me, because that is a 3 on the die.
Fair. It's just funny you had the number. So,
Yeah.
Cam, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't see any reason to spend anything other than Warlock slots. So, let's just bonus action hex it, because I can do that.
Bonus action what?
Hex.
Oh, hex.
And then
This hex.
Elderblade.
Are you gonna put a penalty on a stat just to say you can do that?
Sure, it's bad at making strength checks, because I think strength checks are basically the only checks anybody ever makes, other than wisdom for perception, right? Well, I guess stealth. So those three.
Sometimes dexterity for like getting out of grapples, but a big thing like this does seem like strength.
You know, unless you want to prevent it from stealthing in the pool of water that you guys can see all exits from at the moment.
Well, if we can make its athletics worse, it'll never get back in there anyway. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits. It's rolling against Medina, who has advantage. It's not winning.
Yeah. 9 force damage, 6 necrotic.
Alright, 9 and 6. Alright, that is 14 total. As you launch one of your angry bolts of energy just into the side of it, and like it blasts off of just a massive chunk of just scaly plate armor there. As you can see, the muscles underneath as just bits of exposed just through the skin, exposed muscle there kind of rippling. Would you like to move anywhere?
Actually, I lied. Negate that 6 necrotic damage because enlarges concentration.
Ah, okay. Remove 6. So, yep, that's right. 14 minus 6 is 8.
For my bonus action, I think about light.
Think about that's a good bonus action. Would you like to move anywhere?
I should be fine.
Okay. All right. For reference, unless you move to the side, I'm gonna give it half cover of Val and Salt.
The big boy.
There's large things in the way of it at the moment.
Okay.
You still would have hit it with half cover with your 17. So, just a note. As just a note, if you don't move.
I'll move probably. I mean, I have to be fair. I hacked after everybody else, so that's not as important as everybody else moving.
All right. Well, it's not necessarily gonna go anywhere. So Val, that's a D12. I need the D20. Val, 19 to hit.
It hits. But wait.
It's more?
Yeah. I'm just trying to hit me.
He has his redirection ability.
Jeez. Never mind.
Oh,
I'm
redirection.
reactions.
Exactly.
But I'm
You see
holding it
fucking tail smacked.
close to your army.
About 10 feet behind you.
At 10 feet.
And actually, I guess now that I'm size large, I'm very close to you.
Pretty much right behind him.
I didn't think about that when I set up with being smaller.
I'll take the hit.
All right.
I mean, feel free to redirect if you want. I get it. I was just like, I didn't think about that.
He's already showcased he can't die. Or at least stayed.
I am sitting here with a number waiting for the decision.
Take the hit.
All right. So we got 19 piercing damage. As you're grappling it, and it is flailing and thrashing about, and it just opens up and just bites into the meaty part of your leg. And at the moment, it doesn't look like it'll necessarily be able to death roll of how you're holding it, but that's a good meaty bite. As
Son of a bitch.
its body sits there and just ripples and pulses as the jaws just snap and just snap down on you. Well, it can't really. Let's see. It's technically got the range for that. Yeah. So, but Salt is also not bothering at the moment. There's someone who's currently grabbing onto it. So,
No problem.
that's a 15 on the die. That's going above 20 to hit. Would you like to redirect?
I'll redirect that one.
All right. It needs to make a wisdom save, right?
I believe you.
Yeah.
Wisdom save. Yeah.
Yep.
It ain't passing. No, that's below 10. All right, so Matt.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's above 20 to hit.
Above 20 to hit. Let me make sure I can do something because I might be able to use a reaction here to actually help.
Well, if you need the exact number, it's 22.
I do need the exact number.
It is 22.
And my sheet clipped out. God damn it. Does anybody else have that? It's literally the moment you want to use it.
Yes, I've been having that with Mythweavers where it like it either whites out or it does the thing to where it kind of moves its like suggestion stuff at the top to the middle, which means you have to actively refresh the page to save it.
Yeah. Because I had it up at my thing so I could have all my stuff ready, and guess what?
What
Yeah,
if you're looking? Say if you're looking for shield.
No. It's one of the Jaeger things. I was going to try and...
And it also cannot hit me to the start of my next turn.
It what?
It cannot hit me to the start of my next turn.
Okay. Are you doing the thing to move out of range?
Possibly.
It is a strange ability, so it is good for double check.
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw with the DC equal to the attacker's roll.
So
I'd have to get a 22, so I'd have to get a 16 to beat that. That's rough.
damn, they gave that ability a That's kind of a rough thing. I didn't remember it being that.
It's a dex save that you have a chance of doing. It's against your attack roll, but it costs me a resource every time to even attempt it.
Yeah.
On a failure, you take half the damage anyways.
Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
keep your half
what
damage.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm going to try it anyways.
You also have your bone spell thingy.
Well, I can only do one or the other because they're both reactions.
This is true. I was just reminding you that you had it.
Well, that's 2, so I fail.
All right.
But I guess at least I half it.
So we got let's see,
Or just,
14.
I feel like either slide on this, like I slide on the sand, the snare snaps and catches me, something like that.
No, 14 is easy to half down to 7.
Well, that's good because ow.
As you see Val start to glow, while he's holding on to the thing, it's like, okay, Val's doing something. And then you see it whip its body and massive tail out of the water in a trajectory that does not look like Val, and your instincts of I don't want to die kick in as on your heels, you just lean backward and just shove yourself back as quick as you can, and just take a glancing blow on the arm of just big, meaty thwack.
It's just like moment I wasn't expecting it as I tried to get around it, and I slide.
All right.
Just fuck. Moment.
Val. That goes to you.
Yes. Maybe I would hit this thing with my sword at all. How I'm grappling this thing.
Your sword is two-handed. You need at least one hand to grapple.
I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
All right. Gonna ask the question.
Fuck it. Divine smite this motherfucker too.
14 AC. Well, that's a fun thing about smite. You can wait till you hit to declare.
Yeah.
So if for some reason you roll lower than 14.
There's 17 before mod.
All right.
I envy your luck. Have I ever said that? I think I'm justified too.
Fine. How much? Oh wait. I want to do that too.
You've already rolled to hit, and
Yeah, but I end up one of the bonus actions sprout my wings.
uh,
I wish to point out, even without that, I feel like this fight is not the longest.
I'll use the wings later. But it bit me really hard. So what is that?
but how else
Yeah.
will you fly? How else will you fly into the sky with it to pile driver it from the sky? All right. So what do you got damage-wise?
That is max damage.
2d6
Jeez.
plus 2d6 plus 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, the blood axe is a 1d6.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not using the great sword. So 1d6 plus 2d8 plus 4. Or
That's
you
a plus 5 because the axe is plus 1.
All right, so are you at max strength or 18?
18. Oh, 19 strength.
Yeah. Okay, so you got 6, 8, 8 on the die.
6 and an 8. It's just a 1d8 in it for first level.
Nope. First level smite is 2d8.
Yep.
Oh.
It's still 2d8, and then it's 1d8 extra for every level above that.
So right
Okay.
now we got 6 plus 8 is 14 plus. What's
That's
your number?
another 6.
So that makes it 20, and then up to 25. 25. All right. As you're sitting there struggling and grappling with it, it's just whacked your friend and say you still have your axe into your hand there from where you were throwing it into the water, and you just raise your axe up into this. Oh yeah, roll an extra d4 because big.
Oh, yeah. That's 3 damage.
All right, 3. So as you raise your axe into the sky and just slam down on the back of this neck, is just once again that silvery blue holy light just radiates through your entire body, glows through the axe. As there is a very brief, you can hear the cracking of the plates on the outside of its body, sitting there digging into somewhere in its back area. There is a blood splatter, but it is also, you can immediately see the blood of the crocodile starting to get drained into the axe itself. This is the first creature first thing with blood you've attacked with this axe. As it starts to drink.
Also, Divine Smite isn't like a bonus action, that's just
On hit.
right?
Yep, you just declare it on hit.
Okay. So I still
No,
have a
that's-
bonus action.
You still have a bonus action.
And it's not dead.
It's not dead.
Spectral Slash.
Say it looks pretty hurt after that. That's your which one? Spectral Slash.
Send forth a special copy of yourself to strike your down your foe. Make a melee spell attack against a creature within 20 feet of you. On hit, creature takes 1d8 damage if your weapon's damage type. And then on an action, I can move a 20 feet straight line towards target, but I don't have an action.
But you don't need to move towards the target. You're already there.
Yeah, but it's also to hit it again.
Roll to hit. 14 AC. So.
It's another 17 on the type of 4 mod.
All right. Are you smiting it again?
Good, but is it bloodied?
It's hard. It looks like that the smite axe strike fucked it up. But it's also kind of hard to tell because you've kind of got it headlocked while it's also biting into your leg. So you only have that one giant wound on its back to go off of.
It might as well. 3d8.
All right, call out the numbers and I can help you do the math.
7, 7, and 8.
7, 7. Wait, what? Did you say 7, 7, 9?
7, 7, 8.
23.
Oh, 7, 7, 8. Yep, 20.
22. 22. I thought you said 9 originally too.
Yep, you are good. Seeing as the creature is not dead, how would you still holding in the grapple? It's biting on the leg. You're holding on to it. How would you like to finish this thing off here?
Like you see, like a copy just kind of step around, just drive the axe from its mouth and just split it down to its belly. As he's just like headlocking it.
All right. Say just headlocking it, just flip it over. Say just grab it by the arm, just underhook it some kind of chicken wing style. Like start roll it over a little, and lift your axe back up and just slam it down into its underbelly. As
And
there
the
is once
spectral version just walks back into me.
there is just once again just splatter of blood. This time just starting to fill the water. Are you going to drag it back out onto the water, or out of the water with you?
Yeah.
All right. Val, with those 2 hits, we didn't finish calculating the math on there. Each good roughly around 70 damage. So, we have the creature here, and we are getting towards 11:30, which is definitely over the time, because Matt got to work tomorrow. I don't know about other people's schedules, but I know Matt's got to be up at 5.
Nadine,
Sorry.
do you have
Sorry
another?
for...
Can you
he
see
have
if
another
there's
what?
still weird shit in the water?
All right. So, I think he said he has one more.
No, that's no, I used all of them.
He had one more last time. He won.
Yeah, he had one. Okay, yeah. So, Medina, give me a D20 also.
Yeah. Let it. Oh, it's fucking dark. That's gonna be a 19.
All right. So, we'll pick up with investigation of the crocobody and other things possibly to go on for later. So we can go ahead and wrap this up. Because digging into things, there might be conversation. Rather than having to cut your conversation short, we'll just get into that next time. In case anyone has any tangents or has to question life or deeper investigations into things.
Gotcha.
So,
Alrighty.
all right.
Got anything for closing?
Ow.
Ka.
I managed one. It's been so long.
It's been so long.
Fun fact for everybody now, we're at 37 failures within range of salts.
With over half, I think you have more than everyone else combined.
Correct, because I'm always within range of myself.
They're usually in range of you two.
We've actually had a good bit of time apart. Just
I
the
think
same
it goes-
fairness.
I think it goes salt, and then NPCs, and I'm not sure. And then it's either Eric or Thaddeus, and I'm pretty sure Medina's had the least.
I've had 20, 7 for the general, 6 for Danny, 4 for Cam, 0 for Val.
I'm just
Someone's gotta have the luck.
it's not the fact that it's also you have more than everyone else combined, and just over half of them.
Were you expecting anything else?
No, I just
I
like
am the one who's cursed.
it's just the it's hearing the actual statistical numbers of
Putting
it.
numbers to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.